All right, so what up is D Black? Hey, yeah. So I haven't been posting for a minute, but nigga, there's these certain types of videos that I've been watching for like a month now. And I shouldn't say watching, I should say I've been seeing a whole bunch of other creators watch a bunch of these crime videos. Shout out Phantom, shout out Cash Nasty, shout out Los Pollos, shout out C Dotty. Yeah, that's the end of the list. But yeah, I want to say when I've been watching them on my own, I've been having a little bit of insight on stuff going on. I wouldn't say insight. I would say ignorant points of views sometimes. Not no, it's not ignorant points of views, but me seeing the ignorance in the other people in the videos. I'll be like, as ignorant as I can be at times, I'm like, damn, yo, I can't imagine myself being that ignorant. But fuck it. Let's get into it.
I had a bad feeling about her leaving, especially like around like almost 11 o'clock at night and going with somebody that I don't trust.
We've had a team.
There's 7 homicides in St. Joe within the past year.
Yeah.
At least that you found a body for.
Well, who said anything about a homicide?
So you're that guy. I like that.
Okay.
You'll just see images.
So I have not seen this one yet.
Or something like it's a memory, but you didn't do it.
No, I want to know the whole story. That's what I want to know.
Are you scared right now?
Nah. That's the type of shit that I would do. Nah, hold up. Nah, hold up. Where's she at?
You didn't do it.
No, I want to know.
I would have known the whole story. That's what I would know. Here's the thing. I would do that if I was guilty. I ain't gonna lie. That's some shit that I would do if I was guilty because I'm the type of nigga who be like, oh damn, I might get caught in this shit. But at the same time, I'm gonna act like I'm intrigued on bullshit that's going on. Even though I ain't do it, I'll be like, man, I want to know the whole story. Nigga, what happened? Tell me. I just want to know real quick.
Whole story. That's what I want to know.
Are you scared right now? I would be.
The terror begins in St. Joseph, Missouri, when a chilling discovery is made in a local park.
Missouri's a new one, I think. The common theme that I saw when I see so many of these has been, I've seen a whole bunch of Floridas and a whole bunch of Ohio's. I didn't know they had bullshit going down in Ohio like that. But a lot of the times it's Ohio. Hey man, Florida, you in the clear for now. If I actually continue to do these, I'm on your ass, nigga. I should make a bracket every single time, yo. Like, okay, where's all these things from? And then I should rank them from like, I don't know, like how dumb are the people involved and all this other shit. I'm not consistent enough to do all that shit. If I did, shit, it's gonna be a thing.
A young woman has been stripped, stabbed, and left in the woods. But who is she? Police must answer that question and sort through a sea of suspicious characters to find her killer. But just as they begin to find answers in local rumors of violent boyfriends and teenage jealousy, the victim herself leads the investigation into the far darker realm of a twisted, demonic obsession.
Well, whenever you reach out to a demon and you accept them into your body, they make people kill people. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I've been to hell before.
Nigga, that was the part of this that made me actually be like, yo, fuck the bullshit. Cause I've been thinking, so for like the last 3 videos that I've seen of these shits, I'll be like, man, I should actually try to record a reaction. Man. But I was like, man, I haven't made a video in like forever. I ain't gonna do that shit. I ain't making no damn video. But nah, yo, that shit right there, man, I've been to hell before. Son, the last one I saw, I should have did a video for, yo. Them motherfuckers in that last video were just straight up dumb as hell, yo. I was just like, nope.
Danced around in her blood and blah, blah. Yay, me, look at me. Here's to you, Satan. Who did the murder?
It was like...
Yo, nah.
On the morning of October 16th, 2016.
Nigga, oh shit, I pressed the wrong shit. Yo, that shit wasn't funny, but it made me laugh, yo. I'm like, yo, you really being investigated for a murder, you decide you going to giggle when somebody say, yo, who did the murder? My son.
Usual Sunday jog through the wooded trails of Krug Park. A runner stumbles across a sight that he almost discards as someone's idea.
Nigga, why the hell is my camera
But
like
to his horror,
sideways?
he notices what looks like blood. Terrified, he calls 911.
Major 911, where's your emergency?
I'm actually out running the trails at Krug Park, and I'm pretty sure I just ran right across a dead body.
Why do you think that there's a dead body there?
I mean, I wasn't sure if it was a mannequin like Halloween or not, but because it's just sitting there dead still. But I just stood there, for 2 minutes trying to take everything in, and It's real. I didn't touch it. I didn't, but it's.
Is it on the trail?
It's actually like right in the middle of the trail, which is why I thought it was like a mannequin or somebody playing a joke. But I don't think so.
Does she have any injuries, anything like that?
Again, I can't. But it looked like.
Yo, I hate these 911 dispatcher shit. So I'll see so many of these jumps, and I'm gonna say it right here. Yo, this motherfucker said, never mind. I kind of know why she's asking that, because she's trying to be like, okay, can they? Here's the thing, but when they send somebody over there, they immediately gonna be checking for like, okay, what was the injury that caused a murder or whatever the fuck like that. I just stopped it right there, and I see he actually answered. So okay, it wasn't a dumb question, I guess. But it looks like there's a hole in the middle of the chest. So she got no, they said she got stabbed. Okay. That's crazy. That ain't funny, but son, that's just the thing I do when I'm like wrong about some shit, yo, and I'm like, okay, I should have not been so quick to say something. But yeah, she got a hole in her chest.
Like a hole like in the middle of the chest, and then a cut by her neck, like maybe her neck was split or something.
Okay, can you describe the person to me?
Young lady, completely, like her clothes are all ripped off. Her shoes are right next to her.
She white, black, Hispanic?
White.
Okay. Did you see any hair or eye color on the female?
The eyes are wide open, they're brown.
Why the fuck does that matter? I'm gonna say this. Why the hell is that even a question you need to ask in that situation? Yo, it's like, oh, I saw a dead body while I'm walking on the trail, and I thought it was a mannequin, but it was a dead body. He was like, oh, man, is she white, black, or Hispanic? Why the fuck does it matter? He's like, oh, because when we send police over there, man, they need to be able to identify what the person look like. I'm like, yo, it's a dead body in the middle of a fucking road, yo. What the fuck do you need an identification for? I'm like, oh, word, that's a dead body. He's like, nah, man, but we looking for a black dead body, yo. This chick white. Oh, word, you right.
The St. Joseph Police Department responds to the call and finds a girl's body lying prone on the wooded trails. Whoever left her there made no effort to hide her. The girl's clothing has been cut off and discarded right beside her body. Splatters of blood stain the fallen leaves and the ground underneath her. But curiously, there's very little blood on her clothes, indicating that she was disrobed prior to the stabbing. Her press-on fingernails have mostly broken off, and investigators find them underneath her body and in her hair.
What the fuck?
Beyond that, there's very little to go on. There are no weapons at the scene, and worse, they cannot find any ID on the girl or in the vicinity. Not only do police need to figure out who killed this young woman, they must first determine who she is.
Yeah, who the fuck is she?
When nothing comes up in the system after a fingerprint scan or a search of missing persons reports.
Oh yeah, never mind. Because I guess they would have to have like the fingerprints on file to be able to know who the fuck it is. So I was like, how the fuck did nothing come up? Nigga, I'm acting like this a video game or some shit. You just get the fingerprints, you automatically know who it is. Nigga, they need to be on some type of file first, I guess.
Officers run with the only clue they have. Her torn t-shirt from Central High School. Detectives head to the school and meet with administrators.
Damn.
At the same time, an
I
autopsy
thought this was college.
across town. The medical examiner finds that the girl, known only as Krug Park Jane, had her throat slashed twice, and that she was also stabbed twice in the torso with a single-edged knife, one of which damaged her liver and caused her to bleed out internally, ultimately ending her life.
So she didn't get to die instantly. Son, hell nah.
Notably, there's also evidence that she was strangled prior to her death.
Son.
Back at
Wait, what the fuck does that say that he didn't go over her face, ears, eyes, and mouth at all? Trichal hemorrhages present. What the fuck, son? I gotta switch too many screens to be able to look that up. I don't feel like looking that up. Okay. Oh, that's what they was talking about with the strangulation. So yeah, I ain't even need to stop it. Fuck it.
Evidence that she was strangled prior to her death. Back at Central High School, investigators get their first real break in the case after showing crime scene photos of the girl's face to the assistant principal and the school resource officer. They recall a girl who attended the school as a sophomore last year. When they pull up the girl's picture in the system, police finally have a positive ID. The dead girl in the woods is no longer Krug Park Jane. She is 17-year-old Caitlin Root. While police don't immediately...
Okay. So if I had been reacting to a bunch of these videos, I'm not laughing that she got killed, yo. Like, I have like this weird ass nervous laugh, yo. This is something that I'm gonna do a lot, but it's like this thing that I've seen on videos like this, right? I don't know why it fucks me up so much in the head and I start laughing. When I'm used to a specific name being spelled a specific way, I expect to hear the name and see that shit spelled that way. So if you see me, so if I react to more of these and I end up seeing that shit, you gonna see me stop the video, laugh. You gonna know exactly why the fuck I'm laughing. I ain't laughing that she died, yo. I'm laughing. I was like, son, it's the first name.
Immediately release her name to the media. It isn't long before the town of St. Joseph lights up with information about the killing, and a whole host of peculiar suspects come out of the woodwork. Detectives realize right away that it won't be easy to find the killer, but they have no idea what strange demonic twists await them. To get started, police turn to Facebook, which will become an unusually valuable source of information in this case.
Here's the thing. There was another one that I've seen, right? Why the fuck does it seem like Facebook is like, it's that I wasn't paying attention to what year this is, but like, yo, I feel like Facebook's been irrelevant for like the last 6 years. So if in any possibility this shit happened within 6 years, why the fuck is niggas posting about bullshit like this on Facebook? But the thing that I wanted to say before is, yo, like, I've seen a theme where it seems like, son, I keep looking over it. Yo, I got this giant ass screen right here, and then I got this slightly small screen which I'm watching the video on, like, right here. So if you see me looking over here, it's because I'm used to looking over there, because that's usually where my primary shit is. You see me looking like this way, it's because that's where the video is, and then the camera's right here. But what the fuck was I saying? Yeah, it's like this thing where, like, it's namely teenagers who love doing this thing where they give way too much information on, like, possible falling outs that they might have had with somebody on Facebook, and then they don't bother to. But then again, yo, teenagers are dumb. Like, obviously, I was a teenager before. I know how retarded I was as a teenager. But then again, I wasn't posting shit like that on social media. Well, that's because that's how old I am, yo. And I was a teenager. Social media wasn't a thing like that. Nigga, motherfuckers was just transferring over to Facebook from MySpace when I was a teenager. So, yeah. But the thing I want to say is, like, way too many times when I watch these. It's like, way too many times when I watch these, you just have these teenagers who's always, like, telegraphing bullshit and problems they might have had with somebody on Facebook or some weird activity they might be on Facebook. And then when they get questioned on it, they act like the fucking police aren't going to check their Facebook shit. Or sometimes they, on rare occasions, they are actually smart enough to delete shit from Facebook. But like, nigga, we can go back and still look up that bullshit you deleted.
Starting with Caitlin's page, they're able to track down the people she's been staying with, none of whom are her actual family members. As it turned out, Caitlin lived with her friend Crystal and Crystal's grandmother Sheila. Police speak to them at the house and also with the woman next door, Sheila's daughter Tabitha. And it is in talking to her that police...
Wait, I zoned out because I was looking at the fact that, like, my camera's, like, crooked. Nigga, I need to screw in the base that's holding up the camera, and yeah, I don't feel like finding a screwdriver, so hold up. So Crystal...
As it turned out, Caitlin lived with her friend Crystal and Crystal's grandmother Sheila. Police speak to them at the house and also with the woman next door, Sheila's daughter Tabitha. And it is in talking to her that police stumble across their first good lead, a young man named Kevin, who Caitlin accused of hitting her just a couple of days prior. While the source of this allegation would be revealed later, for now, police once again turn to Facebook, where Kevin and his friends have been making some very aggressive posts to reject.
He's not... Okay, so that's a woman that went and said, yo, he don't hit women. He ain't never laid a hand on me. Here's the thing. You saying that right there, yo. She's like, oh, no, he's never laid a hand on me. He might get pissed off and walk away and punch. I was like, nigga, if he's getting pissed off to the point where he's walking away and then while he's walking away, he's punching a fucking wall, that means he's in an aggressive enough state to fucking hit you. I don't care if you like, nah, man, he ain't never hit me. I'm like, but you see him strike something out of anger with his fucking fist. Nigga.
This accusation. It started when Kevin posted 2 days before, on Saturday.
Son, I hate when they bleep this shit out like this. Why the fuck do you spell son? Oh, that was Kevin right there. And I don't fucking hit women. Ask all my S's and all my. I wish I could see the rest of that bullshit that they got bleeped out, yo. Oh, I think he tagged all his exes. That's why it's bleeped out. He was like, I don't fucking hit women. Ask all my exes and any other girl that I'll talk to. Okay, that's probably why it's bleeped out, because he probably tagged all his exes in the post. He'd be like, nigga, I ain't never hit no fucking woman.
Tagging Caitlin and insisting that he never laid a hand on her.
Yo, it's crazy that he tagged all those people and that nigga got 1 like for that bullshit. That's crazy, yo.
Saying, I don't hit women. This sparks social media chaos that spills into Sunday.
Okay. Nigga, I need to read. I need to see all these posts. Okay, Tabitha, when they keep running your fucking mouth since Kevin can't touch you because you a female and he don't hit females. I sure the fuck will be. Oh, and he don't hit females. I sure the fuck will. So you better watch your motherfucking mouth. What the fuck that rest of that shit say? Because it was scrolling up. Motherfucking telling her she's your adopted sister because nobody wants her filthy trifling ass. That seems too short to be bitch, so I don't know what the fuck that says. Unless she just spelled it fucking stupid as hell, yo. I don't know. Because she's your adopted sister because nobody wants your nasty trifling ass. And bitch, who you calling a dumb fuck? The only dumb fuck I see here is you. And don't talk all crazy to Kevin. Nigga, I can't see that shit because the damn captions in the way. Beat your motherfucking... Nigga, that's a lot of motherfuckers. So basically they say, yo, don't be putting bullshit on his name talking about he hit women. You know damn sure you don't hit women. That's the reason why you over there talking all that stupid shit. But he's like, but I will.
Social media chaos that spills Sunday with Kevin and his...
I wish I could see who the fuck that was.
...character and reputation. Even as Tabitha informs them in real time.
Tabitha, the police are at my house right now. Cool. He's basically like, nigga, you know damn well I ain't fucking hit you, you dumb bitch. I don't care. Hey, that's me. Nah, this is a side story that like half don't even have to do with the jack shit that's going on. But no, Caitlin was the one that died. I don't know who the fuck. No, Tabitha was the chick whose house she's staying at, right? Nah, that shit funny as hell to me, yo. Cause I'm just going under the premise that like Kevin legit don't fucking hit women, so he's like, nigga, I don't give a fuck if the police at your house. What the fuck you talking about?
On Monday, that
I was like, yo, because sometimes there's just a point. Yo, I'll pause it. Yo, this shit has been going 22 minutes. Yo, I'm only 5 minutes into the video. Goddamn. And I thought fucking actual people who do this for a living be yapping. I'll be yapping like a motherfucker. I might cut down some of this though. I actually edit my shit because sometimes I'll be not pausing the video too long, but I'll be pausing in the middle of making statements too long. Nigga, police at my house right now. Cool.
Caitlin is dead and the police are at her house. Kevin responds, telling Tabitha at one point, take me to court because the truth will come out.
That shit in court because all the motherfuckers wait. That's just fucking grammatical errors and shit, yo. I'm like, nigga, I'll be doing it all the time so I can't judge. Nigga, he said he gonna prove that shit in court. He talked to all my motherfucking friends and did the same shit to them. So wanna play, then take me to court because the truth will come out. And you mean fail, nigga? You gonna fail, stupid. Just like all the other people who believe her. So cool. Let's go to court. Already. Nigga.
Detectives are stunned by the bizarre drama surrounding their murder victim. Suspicion only grows when they later speak to a girl who claims to have seen a car associated with Kevin at Krug Park at 10:30 p.m. on the night of the murder. With Kevin looking more like a viable suspect, police bring him in for questioning. They notice quickly that he's collected some minor injuries in recent days.
So you got a little scratch there. You remember what that's from?
It's due, sitting on my buddy Derek's trailer. And then he has a metal bar. Went to lift my arm up and I caught the edge of it. Cut me.
Okay, cool. And you slide your boots off on me?
No. Oh, shoot. This is kickstarting dirt bike. Yeah.
But before they can determine if Kevin's cuts and bruises are as
nigga, how old is Kevin?
They need to know more about his relationship with Caitlin. He tells them he's only hung out with her a couple of times, the latest of which was Thursday, 2 days before her murder. Kevin says his friend was with him when he picked her up.
Chris still with you?
Yeah. Okay. He stayed with me from the time I picked her up all the way until the time I dropped her off. I mean, we've literally been with each other all day, every day for like the past month.
Did she stay the night that night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything go on that night?
Did
While
we
you're
just
back
cuddle?
at the house? You
No,
cuddled?
we just cuddled.
Okay.
That's it.
Kevin tells the detectives that Caitlin was fine when he dropped her back home the next day. It wasn't until Saturday morning, 2 days later, that he got a strange phone call.
Saturday, 689 number called me saying that I was a woman beater or whatever. If I was going to beat a woman, then I needed to go beat on him or whatever. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I hung up on him, and then I called Caitlin. I was like, what the hell's going on? She's like, you know what you did. You gave me 2 bloody noses or whatever, and she hung up on me. Haven't talked to her since then.
Kevin tells the detectives that Caitlin's ex-boyfriends have reached out to him since his Facebook post, saying she's been known to play these games in the past.
Nah. Here's the thing. He just said that though. If he actually, well, he said they reached out to him on Facebook, so they could gather the Facebook evidence if that's the case. So it's like, okay, so she been known to do. I'm like, I hate that shit. I was like, yo, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm somebody who's quick to like speak before they actually talk. Speak before they actually think about the bullshit that they saying. And then when I realize the bullshit that I'm saying is still fucked up, I'm eventually still going to end up saying the shit anyway. So here it goes. Not to that. So I'm going to preface it by saying not to that extent. But homegirl do need to get hit. If she really is known to just make those false accusations against bullshit, against niggas on a regular basis, yo, I'm like, hell nah. I was like, son, as soon as I was like, yo, I don't even care, yo. Like, let's just say hypothetically, I'm the same age as homegirl, and she trying to get with me. And then like, yo, there's like 5 niggas that come up to me saying, yo, man, you just stay away from her. And I'll be like, yo, why? She seemed cool. And then all of a sudden, they just like, yeah. Son, if one thing go wrong with y'all, she has this bad habit of telling everybody she knows that you beat her. I'm like, all right. I'm like, yeah, that's all I need to hear. I'm like, nigga, I'm out.
He also gives a full accounting of how he spent Saturday, the day of the murder, and names a few people who can back up his alibi. Police track those people down in the coming hours, and they find that Kevin's story is airtight. But if he isn't responsible for Caitlin's death, then who is? Perhaps the answer lies in a guy named Adam that Caitlin spoke about Thursday night.
What exactly did she tell you about Adam?
That this guy has the biggest crush on her. She doesn't want to be with him. He keeps messing with her. Blah, blah, blah. There was one on there, whenever I went on there earlier, and it said something about he's done whenever people disappear, they disappear, and he tagged her in it.
Police already know the name Adam. He was one of the last people to see Caitlin alive. As detectives begin looking into this new person of interest, another squad of police continues the investigation out at Krug Park. On Monday morning, they come upon a promising site in the woods. It's the back of a ZTE cell phone. Nearby, on the north side of the same trail, they locate a phone battery. Unfortunately, the search for the main part of the phone, the part that could give them valuable insight into what Caitlin was doing the night she was killed and who she might have been with, concludes without success. For the moment, it looks like another dead-end.
Nah, nigga, that's the thing about that shit. Here's the thing, I feel like when it comes to videos like that, when it comes to videos like this, they need to fucking like, so it's like, yo, once again, yo, I have like this weird habit of laughing, yo, when I don't find shit funny, but they need to, I think certain parts of these videos need to be excluded because like I know there's people like me who just like intrigued by these stories, so yeah, they're gonna watch it. But then there's the other half of niggas who just be looking at it and be like, oh word. So if I don't want the police finding out their location, I need to strip this part of the phone so they can't identify exactly where the fuck she was around this time if they need to do like forensic work on a phone. I'm like, hell nah.
Without answers. But before the week is through, it will provide their biggest lead yet. In the meantime, perhaps an inquiry into Adam can shed some light. Police hear that Caitlin was apparently with Adam at a party Saturday night, the very night she was killed. According to the story, Caitlin left the party with Adam and 2 other guys. Their destination, Krug Park. After parking the car, Adam and Caitlin walked off into the woods together. Not long after, only Adam returned, telling the other 2 that she'd gone off by herself. As with Kevin, he reportedly made some Facebook posts that alarmed some of those following his feed. In one, he allegedly wrote, he wished he would have never have done that. But police can't go on rumors and teenage gossip. They need the facts. They bring Adam down to the station for questioning, hoping that something about his story will shed light on this mysterious tragedy.
Let me ask you this, and you might be pissed off at me for asking this, but I gotta ask it.
Go ahead.
Do you have anything to do with anything that happened to Caitlin?
No, I'm not.
Okay. You understand why I gotta ask?
Yes.
Adam tells the police he was hanging out at Caitlin's house on Saturday night, but it wasn't long before she became distracted.
What's the relationship between her and Amanda?
As far as I know, they're just friends.
And that's Amanda?
Yeah.
Okay. Have they had any trouble with each other before, or?
No, but I've had my doubts about Amanda, and I don't really trust her. So basically, yeah, they were
Who's Amanda?
Facebook, and then about 20 minutes after we got back from meeting up with Tab.
Nigga, is that the chick at the beginning I was talking about some, yo, man, the devil enters my body and I've been to hell before. Yo, is that her?
That's whenever she was like, I gotta hurry up and get down here. She's about to pull up and everything. I'm like, oh, you should not go.
Did she say what she was gonna go do?
Yeah, she said that they were gonna go sit at Hyde Park and they were gonna basically be hanging out and everything else. Just basically doing girl stuff.
So let's back up just a little bit. What made you feel like she shouldn't go? I mean, what instinct was it? Was it because you don't like that, or was it?
I had a bad feeling about her leaving, especially like around like almost 11 o'clock at night and going with somebody that I don't trust. She didn't listen. She went down to the corner on 15th and Olive, got into a car that I couldn't even actually recognize. It looked like a SUV, and it's the last I heard from her.
The others at the house that night back up Adam's story, including the detail that matters the most, that she was messaging Amanda and making plans to meet up with her. The investigators know who they must talk to next.
What do you think happened?
Personally, I believe that, like, Amanda had some sort of, like, hand in it.
This is a name police have come across before. Caitlin's dad, when asked who she was friends with, immediately came up with 2 names. Amanda was one of them. Despite this, it doesn't seem that she and Caitlin were especially close. Indeed, it didn't strike Tabitha as odd that Amanda...
So I hate that trash ass writing, yo. God damn, nigga, why the hell do they write shit like that, yo? Nigga, like, here's the thing. I could show it on the wall exactly how the hell my handwriting is, and it's like, I feel like my shit's perfectly legible. On the real, when I edit this, I need something, because I got some shit on the wall because, like, I don't anymore, but I used to rap, and I have my shit, like, pinned to the wall. I should take a shot of that and put it in the shit to compare this handwriting to what my handwriting looks like. And I'm like, nigga, why the hell is this shit in all caps? Or is that just how, what's it called? Like, officers have to write their shit for their reports. If so, then fuck it. That's how they gotta do their shit. But nigga, writing in all caps is weird as fuck.
Especially close. Indeed, it didn't strike Tabitha as odd that Amanda would pick her up at the corner instead of coming to the house. She tells police that Amanda's lifestyle and attitude have led the others at the house to dislike her. Caitlin's friend Crystal also backs.
Yeah, she's the weird satanic chick, right? I'm assuming that's who Amanda is.
Adam up, telling police that Caitlin left with Amanda that fateful night. If Amanda isn't responsible for killing Caitlin Root, maybe she can help identify who is. They arrest her on an outstanding and warrant and bring.
It's that chick who at the beginning was all like, man, I want to know who did it too. I'm like, nah, nigga. That's what I was all like, yo, that's a bullshit that I would say if I was interrogated by police and I was guilty.
Bring her to the interrogation room to see what she knows about Caitlin's final hours.
Girl by the name of Caitlin Root.
Nah. She didn't even start talking yet. Just her stance is making me be like, yo, what's up with her, yo? Like, son, I'm gonna run it back and then just look. Hold up. I'm gonna go. I forgot. I can go frame by frame. Hold up. Okay. I want to go frame by frame just so that you see exactly how she was moving during these fast forward shots. Nigga, what the Alright, so what the fuck was this? Nigga, I ain't never made these hand gestures like this in my nigga, what the hell was that? Son, I saw the fast forward shit and I was nigga. Okay. I know this one is fast forward, but nigga. Son. Okay, so she's laughing right there. Why is her head like always like tilted like that? I was like, nigga. My head was tilted doing this shit too, yo, but like my shit like this, yo, her shit was like nah. Nigga, what the son, what is up with her, yo? I haven't even heard her talk yet, but I'm like, nigga, I was like, sometimes body language can tell you enough about a person. I'm like, yo, what is up with her? I could see why the hell they was like, yeah, nigga, I do not trust Amanda. Nigga.
Final hours.
Girl by the name of Caitlin Root.
Yes.
How do you know her?
Do I have to say all this?
Yeah. Bitch!
I'm just curious. How do you know her?
Well, she's your best friend.
Oh, she's your best friend? Was?
Used to be.
Oh, used to be.
I don't hang out anymore. Can I ask what this is about?
I'm asking about Caitlin.
This bitch on drugs. She definitely do a bunch of drugs, man. Nigga, because I got that just from the fast forward shit they was doing when they originally got her in the room, yo. The whole time she like, do I really have to answer all this? I'm like, yo, what is up with her?
Okay, so why is I mean
Nah.
why?
Well, she's missing.
There ain't no chance in hell they bring her into this room and be like, yo, this bitch on drugs. Yo, are they not allowed to like, I guess that would be, what would it, like a breach of fucking invasion of privacy or whatever the fuck they will. Nah, that would be some dumb shit though. Because they like, I feel like, yo, if they made that a law, yo, police would be on some bullshit and be trying to do that shit with niggas who just like going home at night tired as fuck. They'd be like, nah, they look intoxicated. Test them. And because I was gonna say, yo, they need to have this thing where it's like, yo, if they have reasonable suspicion that somebody's actions and body language show that they might be on some type of shit, they need to test their ass. Cause real shit, I'll be mad as hell, yo, if motherfuckers like sticking me with needles or some shit just to test my blood because I'm going home tired as fuck and my body language ain't looking right. Or because sometimes when I'm talking, especially when I'm tired, yo, I'll be slurring the shit out of my words.
What?
She's missing. Yeah.
When did she go missing?
The other day. I'm not quite sure what day. When's the last time you saw her?
I just seen her. I mean, I went to her. I don't know what day it was, but it was like some day last week.
Like how many? Like a whole week ago?
I wouldn't say, I don't know. I went to the people that she was living with, and I asked for a ride.
Nigga, you need to remember, I got that there was something off with her by the fast forward shit when I was looking at her body language. I was like, yo, what is over her? I was like, nigga, she on drugs. I don't know why the fuck was they like, man, yo, she's friends with this girl Amanda and I don't trust her. I was like, so unless they skip that part of the investigation, but like, nigga, I would have been like, why don't you trust her? I was like, yeah. It was like, with me, I would have been like, yo, the way she moves, she act like she constantly on drugs. I'm like, that's why I don't trust her. I was like, yo, if you bring her in here and investigate yourself with the way she acts, I'm like, nigga, she's not going to be able to hide that she act like she on drugs. That's exactly what I would have told them niggas.
Her name would have come up in this investigation, and she waltzed the detectives through her movements on Saturday, none of which had anything to do with Caitlin. When the detective presses her, her confusion turns to irritation.
Somebody said that you guys talked the other day on Facebook. Is that not true?
That's not true. I haven't talked to Caitlin on Facebook.
Or Messenger or something
Nothing
like that?
like that.
Okay. Once again, she's on drugs, right? Or I'm assuming she's on drugs. So I don't think there's any chance in hell that her drugged up ass would be smart enough to be like, yeah, I need to delete all the Facebook posts that I've had with her. Even though that won't do much of anything, but at the same time, yo, I really feel like she would not be smart enough to be like, yeah, I need to delete this shit.
I don't even have her number. It's been changed to, I know it.
But you don't need a number.
Like, I can get on my Facebook and show you. If, you know what I'm saying?
How many Facebook accounts do you have?
One, Amanda Panda.
Detective
Amanda Panda
uses the opportunity to look Amanda up on Facebook, but he scrolls for a long time before realizing that many people use the screen name Amanda Panda on the site. Interestingly, he only mentions one out loud.
Amanda Panda Dowell?
No.
The detective keeps scrolling without a second thought, having no way of knowing that the individual behind that particular Facebook account will soon become one of the most important pieces of this twisted puzzle.
What?
I just feel like there's something you're just not quite telling me.
There's no, I mean, I promise you I'm not keeping anything from you.
I'll be honest, we talked with somebody, said that you were with her Saturday night.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
As the detectives keep pressing Amanda, her irritation grows, and she urges them to run her story by her house manager.
You can actually, I wish you call Tina right now, please, if you would. Because she can verify this right now, right here, right now. 10 o'clock that night, I was up in my room. Loud music and all.
The detectives ask her to speak once more about the last time she saw Caitlin, but Amanda's patience is wearing thin.
Because she's on fucking drugs. I was like, here's the thing. I know exactly what the fuck they would be trying to do, yo, when it comes to like, they trying to get you to slip on the inconsistencies if you actually lying about your shit. But her drugged up, nigga, if she ain't on drugs, I 5% apologize. The other 95% of me not apologizing if she just so happens to not be on drugs is I'm like, nigga, I'm going off of your body language and the way you talk. I'm sorry. Nigga, you sound like you on drugs.
Since, well, it was a hey thing. Hi, see you later. I asked her to ask Crystal to come here because I asked Crystal's there because Crystal is the one that lives there. Her grandmother, I asked her with her grandmother. I asked Crystal if there's anybody in there that would give me a ride, for me and my boyfriend a ride for $5. We gave them the $5 when they walked out and we got in the van. Does it make sense? I'm tired of repeating myself.
Well, I understand.
No, I want to know the whole story. That's what I want to know.
Oh, that's why she said that shit?
Because I'm telling you guys, I did Saturday night at 10 o'clock p.m.
Well, I'm telling you that people are telling me you're the last person that...
Well, that's hilarious. Call Tina, please. 8167.
We're working on that.
When? Because I want to hear her.
Damn, nigga. It's about the, I was like, I'm assuming he would have bleeped it out if she put out the whole entire number, but still, nigga, it was like, yo, call Tina, 8167. I'm like, nigga, what?
Tell y'all.
The detectives speak with Tina, Amanda's house manager, and she confirms that Amanda was home that night. It's another dead end in the investigation, but not the end of the road. On the 20th, 5 days after the murder, a team of investigators go back to Krug Park and organize a grid search, expanding on their earlier perimeter. It's a partial success. They find the main section of Caitlin's cell phone, but it's badly damaged. Forensic detectives working the case buy a similar phone to the one found in Krug Park. They swap out the SIM card between the two phones and boot it up. Almost immediately, they find a clue that will crack the case wide open. It comes in the form of the last picture taken on the phone. It's time-stamped to the night of the murder, but there are no people visible in the picture. Instead, it seems to be the front of a convenience store. Detectives go in search of a store like the one in the picture, while analysts use Cellebrite to begin extracting data from the phone. Neither set of detectives knows that what they are about to uncover would send the investigation into a valley of demons and darkness. Police find the convenience store shown in Caitlin's last photograph roughly 4 miles from her house. Surveillance footage from the night of the murder shows that around the timestamp marked on the photograph, a young man in a green Hyundai Santa Fe arrives at the store. He goes in, buys a couple of snacks, and returns to the car. They don't have a license plate, they don't see the driver of the vehicle, and they don't see Caitlin. For now, however, this is the best lead they have. But that's about to change. With the extraction of Caitlin's phone complete, police are able to look deeply into her digital life. They find what they're looking for right away. At 9:30 on the night of the murder, Caitlin got a message from a girl calling herself Amanda Panda on Facebook Messenger.
Amanda Panda Dowell?
No.
However, this is a different person and not the Amanda they spoke to on Monday. In the messages, she asks Caitlin to come hang out and smoke with her and her boyfriend. Furthermore, she gives Caitlin an instruction that sends a chill down the spines of the investigators. You don't tell anyone it's me, and you get free weed. The last message is from Caitlin, telling Amanda that she's walking down the street to meet her. It's the final message she will ever send. Looking through Amanda Panda's Facebook page, they quickly identify her. She's 17-year-old Amanda Bennett, currently in a relationship with Sebastian Dowell, an 18-year-old high school dropout who works at McDonald's. It only takes a quick glance at Sebastian's online profile to identify him as the one in the convenience store footage. And when investigators take a drive past the pair's house on King Hill Avenue, only a short distance from the store, they see something that provides even more confirmation. There in the alley behind the house is a green Hyundai Santa Fe, identical to the one in the video. On Saturday the 22nd, exactly 1 week after Caitlin Root's murder, police make their move. Detectives and officers descend on the couple at a local parade, cuff them, and embark on what they hope will be the final.
They caught your ass lacking at a parade? Yo. Nigga, how the fuck they even know you was at the parade, yo?
Stage of this winding investigation. They take Amanda Bennett almost immediately into an interrogation room at the law enforcement center. But if they expect to question a terrified teenage girl ready to spill her guts about what happened last Saturday night, they instead find themselves across from a calm, almost jovial young woman. It's just the first of many surprises in store for the detectives.
You're 17?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was
Today.
Today.
Happy birthday.
Any idea why you're here?
Mm-mm.
Yo, saying happy birthday to somebody that you probably about to lock up for murder is crazy work, yo. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga. Nigga. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, yo. That shit remind me of that. Nah, I don't even want to speak on that. I'll just say went out to eat on his birthday. Nigga, if you know, you know, nigga.
I'll be honest, I find it hard to believe you don't know why you're here. We have a lot of information. We have a lot of evidence. We've recovered a lot of things. And I know you know why you're here.
When do I ask for a lawyer?
You can ask for a lawyer anytime you want, if that's what you want to do.
Well,
That's-
you guys think I did something, so I
Well, what do you think we think you did?
I don't know.
Then I would think you would want to find out what you think we did, you know?
Well, I thought you were supposed to tell me. What do you think I did?
Nope.
Well, here's the thing.
Obviously something bad, because I was in handcuffs.
Well, honey, everybody that comes here gets in handcuffs. I mean, everybody, we don't have a choice in that matter. It's policy. Everybody has to come in handcuffs. Did we think you were a big threat to us? No. But it's just policy. It's what we have to do. But I mean, obviously, there's an issue here. You've been arrested. You know, you're sitting in a room with 2 detectives. It's obviously serious.
Yeah.
The detectives ask Amanda about her movements on Friday the 14th, 1 day before the murder, and she launches into a detailed story about what she and Sebastian did that night. It started, she tells them, when they went to the late movie, leaving their 2-month-old baby Siler in the care of Amanda's mother.
Nigga, I'm doing the math on this shit. This chick got knocked up when she was almost 15. It's so weird to me, like, so many videos, these motherfuckers be doing this shit, and they be like, yeah, man, I got a kid. I was like, why the fuck you doing this?
But we watched The Girl in the Train. We were gonna go see that.
Yeah. Is that good?
No. Most scary movies nowadays aren't good. But we were late to that movie because that one started at like 10:15, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So we missed the previews, though, a little bit at the beginning of the movie.
So you stayed for the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you do after that?
And then we went to Sebastian's dad's house.
So you stayed there till what time you think? I mean, the movie probably didn't get out till midnight or something, did it?
Yeah, it took a while, and then we were talking for a while, and then my mom was like, "Where are you at?" At about 3, I think. She was like, "Where are you guys at?" And I was like, "At the movies." But then she was like, the movies doesn't last like 5 hours. So I was like, okay, we're at Jeremy's house.
After your mom called you around 3, did you guys head home then, or?
Having gotten a detailed account of Amanda's itinerary from last Friday night, the detectives now focus on the next night, the one that really matters.
What about Saturday?
Yeah, what time did you guys get up Saturday?
I got my days mixed up. All of this that I just told you happened on Saturday.
All that happened on Saturday?
Yes, because...
No, man. Nigga, she had that whole setup planned so that she could come up with a bullshit alibi for where she was on that Saturday. But since they asked her about the day before, she would say, yeah, man, I did all this, and this. She already had that in her head because she was like, oh, if I get questioned by police, this is where I'm going to say, this is what I'm going to say that I did on Friday. And then it was like, okay, what happened Saturday? Oh, no, man, I got my days mixed up. That was actually what I was doing on Saturday. I'm like, alright. Nah, nigga. Here's the thing. There are actually situations where I do that shit myself, but like, yo, you can't. Nah.
We got up for church the next day.
Okay.
Nah.
So that was Saturday.
Was this an innocent mix-up?
Nah.
Or did Amanda almost waste a prepared alibi?
Yep. That's what I said right there.
With her correction, she's locked in her story of what she and Sebastian were doing on the night of Caitlin's murder. The only problem, her fiancé Sebastian seems to know nothing about these activities.
Ooh.
Kind of freaky or no? Why not?
Tend to keep calm, and whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. I know I didn't do anything,
Right.
so I'll eventually find out what's going on.
What do you think this is about?
I have no idea. I was like,
I mean, I didn't. And obviously, we haven't been, you've been here for a while.
yeah.
And I was back with another detective, talked to Amanda. And she gives some different explanations of some time in this same time period. Particularly about Saturday and Sunday. Do you remember anything else you guys did Saturday or Sunday?
Nothing. Oh,
Not do you recall?
With Sebastian having failed to remember Amanda's version of the night, the detectives give him a little nudge in the right direction.
Did you maybe go to a movie or something Saturday? That'd be pretty easy to remember if you did that.
I think we're supposed to go see a horror movie. A girl on the train.
Did you see the girl on the train? That's not what she mentioned.
I don't recall seeing it now, but I know that was.
I mean, you remember if you went to the movies. You don't ever get to go do anything. Hell, you would remember if you went to the movies, right?
Nigga. What you mean you don't know if you went to a son?
Stories dealing a blow to their credibility, the detectives ask about the other half of Amanda's alibi.
And you didn't go see your dad Saturday either, then?
We were supposed to, but something about my stepmother trying to take my 3 little sisters, and she's not exactly the most stable person.
So did you go or did you not go?
I don't remember. I don't think he answered the phone when we were supposed to go there.
So why would she say you went and saw this movie and went and saw your mom and dad?
It's my bad phone.
As Sebastian processes the gulf between his recollection of Saturday night and his girlfriend's account, the detective notices something striking.
So what happened to your arm here? You had some spots on your arm.
We have a cat. There's a kid. He likes to play.
This looks like it's shaved or something.
Oh, yeah. When I sharpen my knives. I don't really know exactly how well I sharpen. So I just,
So you're a knife guy?
I like knives. I collect them.
See? How many you got?
Quite a few.
About this, at least, Sebastian is being honest. In their search of the couple's home, police find a slew of knives in various shapes and sizes. The question is whether any of them are stained with the blood of Caitlin Root. Sensing perhaps that there is a dynamic between Amanda and Sebastian that could help them get closer to the truth, the detectives ask him about their roles in the relationship.
So who's the domineering one in the house?
Probably her.
There's nothing wrong with admitting that.
It's the same way.
Yeah, we're
Wow.
the same way. So she doesn't smoke any weed at all, or
She does once in a while, but
does she like it if you smoke weed?
I only do it if she says I can.
Right.
What? Nigga.
You already knew that, though. I'm not telling you anything you didn't know.
It's
Amanda and Sebastian may have different stories about what happened last Saturday night, but when it comes to the question of who holds the power in the household, they are in lockstep.
Does he stay anywhere else now, even occasionally? Every night at you? Got a thumb on that, right? Make sure he's where he's supposed to be.
Yep.
Do you guys
Oh my god. Nigga, you letting yourself get whipped by a 17-year-old. Yo, that's crazy.
He's pretty. You gotta keep a lock on that.
You guys don't run around with anybody?
He's pretty.
It's
No.
just you two.
We're always home.
Love, exciting and new.
No, we
No.
just don't have friends. We don't have any.
Sebastian didn't have any friends?
Well, he did, but they were all female, so.
Enough of that.
That's because he's
That ain't
pretty.
Nah. That's what it was, wasn't it? She might just low-key set a motive in they head, yo. Like, nah, nigga.
happen.
Yeah.
That's because he's pretty. And
That ain't gonna happen.
Amanda
See,
says
I
one-
started out as a friend also, so.
Oh, so you know how it
you know
works,
how
right?
that works, don't you?
When the detectives ask Sebastian about how she views outside threats to their relationship, he agrees that Amanda runs a tight ship.
She jealous woman?
Nigga, I'm not being with somebody like that, period. Yo, what the fuck? I ain't allowed to be cool. I was like, son, I ain't allowed to be cool with nobody because you like, nah, man, because I started out as just a friend with you, so I know how you be. I'm like, nah. I'm like, yeah. It's like real shit. If I'm with somebody and they like, nah, I can't trust you, I'm like, all right, fuck off.
She does get that way, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, majorly.
Majorly? Tell me about that.
She freaks out about the slightest thing when it comes to,
Nah, but real shit, if I'm going to get back on it, I understand if she's like, yeah, you not allowed. I was like, yo, if she's just like, yo, you not allowed to just like go out and do shit with her when I'm not there, I get that. But if you just like, nah, man, I don't want you like being friends with any other women, even if it's a setting where like a bunch of people are there. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck?
the other female.
The detectives reasonably believe that Amanda's unstable jealousy could unlock the why behind this cruel murder. But they will soon learn
That's exactly what I was
more
thinking.
depraved motives lie at the heart of this tragedy.
She gets, a little violent, but, well, just really, probably just have jealousy.
You say violent. What did she do to be violent?
Well, she'll slap me if she thinks I did something wrong or do something wrong at all. And
Yeah, this is when I'm in a relationship. I need to back the fuck out. Cause I'm not this nigga, yo. I have a horrible temper, yo. Like, yo, don't lay your hands on me. I have a fucking horrible ass temper. I would have to back the fuck out, get the fuck out of that relationship because, like, nigga, I'm not trying to put my hands on no fucking woman, but like, nigga, I get set the fuck off, not to a violent standpoint, but to an angry yelling standpoint. If niggas like verbally disrespect me, you physically putting your hands on. I'm like, nope. And then even if she start crying, oh, but we have a newborn son, I'm pregnant. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'll be like, fuck it. If I gotta pay child support, I gotta pay child support. But that bullshit, hell nah.
she'll yell and
Cause they do have a kid together, yo. That's the reason why I'm like, nope.
stuff like that.
She ever beat up a girl because she thought a girl was after you?
She threatened her.
Yeah. Who was that?
She just threatens that in general.
So what's the most violent thing she's ever done over jealousy?
It's probably during her mental breakdown that she had last. She thrashed my ribs. And
Nope. Nigga. Nah. See, that's the reason why I said, yo, that whole slapping shit, I would be going. Nigga, I was like, nigga, she ain't even cute. I shouldn't be judging no looks of a fucking 17-year-old, but I'm looking at it from his perspective. Nigga, she ain't even cute. The slapping shit would have had me going. He wouldn't have got the opportunity to fracture my ribs. I was like, yo, I'm telling you right now, I'm like, nah, I do not play that shit. I don't care how anybody take that shit. I was like, nigga, don't put your fucking hands on me. Cause that's literally my only switch to get violent. Yo, I'm like, nigga, don't put your hands on me. Don't even act like you trying to put your hands on me. Unless it's like a cutesy thing in a relationship and then we just getting playful and then you just like, give me a soft tap, I can deal with that. If you give me like a fake slap like that, I can deal with that. Nah, when you really slapping somebody, nah.
start kicking and screaming, and around that point, I think she tried to stab me at one point.
And you still with her. Nigga, you lucky you ain't dead. God, oh my fucking God, yo. I think this might be one of those cases of a relationship. I know there's been times in life where you've seen two people together, you see what their relationship dynamics are, and you're like, why the fuck is he with her, or why the fuck is she with him? Nigga, why the fuck are you with her? I swear it better not just be because of the kid. Trust me, as somebody who's never experienced they parents actually being together, do not fucking try to force a relationship for the sake of your kids, because that make it worse for the fucking kid. Because as a kid, I'm glad my parents weren't together, because I did not want to have to deal with the arguing that I heard on the rare occasions where they were together. Fuck that.
How long ago was that?
About a month ago. And we got her a lot higher dosage medication to where she's not gonna be as more psychotic.
That's pretty nuts. And we sleep like this. We think
She's on meds too. Nigga, I swear, I don't even think he started talking for that long, yo. And I've heard, like, I don't even know how many. Nigga, the first time he got introduced was, it was right there, right? First time he got introduced was at like 23:46. 6 minutes later, yo, he gave up like fucking 4 pieces of information where I'm like, nigga, why?
you said psychotic. I mean, she's not really psychotic.
Without her medication, she's off the wall.
Jokes about jealous rage aren't all Amanda has been posting on her Facebook. She has also posted some disturbing memes on her feed. One of them says, "It's only murder if they find your body. Otherwise, you're just a missing person." The information...
You know what's crazy? I shouldn't laugh at that, but at the same time, yo, you know what's crazy is that that's kind of true.
About Amanda's violent nature is intriguing, but right now the detectives are more interested in the story Amanda has told them about Saturday night, especially about going to see the girl on the train.
How'd the movie end?
It was like kind of.
Yo. Yo. Nah, here's the thing, man. If I was the type of nigga to come up with a lie like that, that bullshit probably would have got me too, man. Like, let's just say hypothetically, because I don't watch movies like that. My shit is anime, right? I was to go and be questioned by the police, and then it was all like, "Oh, what you do this night?" I was like, "Man, I was binge watching, what the fuck anime have I seen recently?" Nah, I'm talking about one that ended. I need to look at my list.
Plot twist.
No. Nah, I could go with this one. Loner Life in Another World, right? And they'd be like, "Yeah, man, I just binge right." If I was like, "Man, yo, I just binge watched A Loner Life in Another World. And nigga, I'd be cooked. He'd be like, oh, word, you watch that? It's like, how it end? I would have been like, I remember so because I don't remember exactly how that last. Here's the thing, yo, for those 12 episode animes of the season, right? I think anybody who be watching them shits know, like, a lot of the times, if you only get 12 episodes, most likely you not getting the definitive ending, so you're not going to really stick on the ending like that. If I was all like, yo, I remember this thing with the skeleton girl, and then Holmes found out that the skeleton girl actually got her body back, and then he went off to be a loner. Meanwhile, like, the skeleton girl got befriended by the rest of the girls that was from his class that got transported to the other world. Is that the entirety of the ending? I don't fucking know. I'm assuming it was. So if it was the ending, cool. I ain't get cooked. But I don't remember exactly how that junk ended. Nah.
It was all like a mystery about like a murder.
Okay, how it end?
Who did the murder?
Oh, I wasn't paying.
Nah.
You weren't paying attention.
Nah.
I'm
It was a boring movie. Wait, was she the first person to say some shit about the girl on the? Yeah, I think she was, right? Because I was thinking that somebody else went and said that shit, but nah, yo, I think it definitely was her that started with that jump. Because they interviewed like 3 people, yeah. I doubt like the drug head was the one that said something about a girl on the plane.
honest with you. It's extremely weird to me that you go to a movie and you have no idea what happened in that movie. Why even go to the movie then?
Hey, man. Maybe she dumb. Here's the thing, at her defense, there's also girls that go to fucking basketball games and be on their phone the whole time and don't know jack shit about what the fuck happened during the game. There's some people that go to WWE events and be on their phones the whole time and don't pay attention to jack shit that happens during the event. Like, so, like, see, I could have thought of that shit. If I was going to cap and say that I watched a movie, yo, and then they'd be like, yo, what happened during the movie? And he'd be like, I'm assuming at this point the movie just came out. I don't know what the fuck that movie is. Because once again, like I said earlier, I don't watch movies.
So you're not at the house?
I've got a guy going out to the theater to get the video from last Saturday night. Right now, he's on his way out there. The movie started at 10:10, and you were a little late, you said, right? So you got there after the previews. So I'll say around 10:30 probably. Would that be a safe guess?
I guess so.
What the fuck you... Okay, here's the thing. In her defense, unless you're mentally prepared for like some shit might have possibly gone down and I need to get my times right to the T if I didn't do it. Obviously with this video, yo, I'm pretty sure she did do it. But like, I would try to get my times down to a T. Alright, so I showed up late to the movie just in case some shit go down and I'm going to get questioned by the cops. When the hell did I actually get to this movie so that I can give them the most accurate description possible so that they know exactly where the fuck I was and at what time? I was like, so ain't nobody thinking about that bullshit unless some bullshit going down. So like, yo, that's the thing, yeah. I would be able to give like maybe a half hour in general description of where I was. Otherwise, hell no.
Okay. So they're definitely going to find you on that video, right?
But if Amanda sounds less than confident, perhaps there's a good reason. Investigators have already looked at the theater surveillance footage, and there's no hint of Amanda or Sebastian in the video.
Mainly the thing that I have an issue with right now is Saturday at the movies. Because we could find no evidence of you guys being at the movies. And we pretty well already knew that before we even got down that road. Why would you tell me that you were at the movies when you weren't at the movies?
We were at the movies.
At the late movie, which started.
Here's the thing that I've always said about myself. For anybody who might be watching this bullshit and want to know a little bit about me, I've always said the only time that I'm willing to lie, because I pride myself on being a truthful person, the only time that I'm willing to lie is if I desperately need to save my own ass. So yeah, I would be in the same, if I'm caught like this, I would be on the same bullshit as her, just capping my ass off. Even though I know, yeah, I'm cooked. I'm still capping, nigga. Like, fuck that. More time you cap, the less time you actually spend in jail. I'd rather be sitting there talking to the police than actually dealing with, nah, nigga, we taking away all your free. I was like, nigga, I'd rather just spit bullshit to the police for like a few more hours than have to deal with, nah, nigga, you going to jail.
At 1010 of Girl on the Train and nowhere else. Then why? I mean, are you guys like invisible or something? Or I mean,
why won't you be on the video?
You're not there.
I don't know.
I would suggest it's because you weren't there, and I would suggest you were somewhere else, and you don't want to tell me about that.
We were at the movies.
Amanda clings to her story in the face of solid evidence, and her boyfriend does the same.
I do have you on video going to an intersection. I don't have her. I have the passenger side of the vehicle, and it's clearly you had stopped at an intersection. And so I assume she's driving. So you can't help me with where you might have been going or what you might have been doing.
Never, we didn't really do anything specific about that.
The detectives also confront Amanda with evidence that pokes fatal holes in her story.
Are you scared right now?
Mm-mm.
Not at all.
Mm-mm.
I would be. You are in a jam right now,
Frank. They were never at the apartment that night.
Never at Jeremy's apartment that night. We know where you were at.
And where was
We
that?
have your cell phone
Nigga,
to back that up.
I don't think you realize how much I enjoy the point where they actually get caught in the video. It was like, nah, man, they weren't at the apartment that night. We damn sure know you wasn't at the movies, motherfucker.
We have messages from you to back that up. We have
the car.
evidence.
We're
We
at
have
your house.
We're at your house.
We've got Sebastian.
We've got Sebastian.
And how do you have Sebastian?
Just as the detectives reach the end of their rope with Amanda's crumbling alibi, they also reach a point with Sebastian where it's time to lay the cards on the table. Surprisingly, Sebastian helps them do so.
I mean, you're in here, you're in jail, you've been arrested, your girlfriend's been arrested, your kid's been given to your mother's quasi-mother-in-law. You're pretty calm. I mean, what do you think this is about?
I couldn't really tell you. I have an assumption.
Okay, what is an assumption?
I know something happened at Crow Park around that time.
How do you know that?
All I've seen it all over the news and on my Facebook.
What happened there?
Apparently somebody got killed.
Who's somebody?
I don't know her name.
Though Sebastian attempts to make it sound as though he only knows of this murder through the media, it immediately becomes clear that he's a little closer to the situation than that.
You don't know?
I didn't meet her because she went to the hospital when.
Oh, he just said, I know. Oh, no. Oh, I thought it said he deleted it. It says, nah, he did. These messages weren't deleted. It says deleted false. Man, so. When did this jump take place?
When my son was born. And
So she must tell you.
she knows me, but I didn't know her. I didn't even know her name.
She.
The fuck you mean she knows me, but I don't know her? The fuck?
But she shows up. I mean, I gotta be honest, I've had 2 kids. The only people who showed up at the hospital were friends.
It was Amanda knew her. I didn't.
So she showed up because of Amanda.
Yeah.
So her and Amanda were friends.
Yeah.
How's Amanda feel about this? About her friend being dead.
I don't know. She hasn't really shown a whole lot of emotion about it.
The detectives, who've already been told of Amanda's violent, possessive side, explore whether Sebastian's interactions with Caitlin may have triggered her jealousy.
Have you ever dated her before?
I didn't even know her name.
She ever flirt with you before? Like at the hospital that day your baby was
Sitting
born?
at the hospital, she tried talking to me. She kept
Is that it right there? Nah, part of his story is Cap as a motherfucker. Yo, like, I could already tell, so. Yo. Compliment. Nope, that's it right there.
complimenting my appearance and kept saying that even though it looked like haven't slept in a while. A few days, I still look good. I seem kind of pretty mad about that.
Oh, that was in front of Amanda?
Yeah.
You know, this
They get
7 homicides in St. Joe.
Here's the thing, yo. I was going to say, yo, if I was in that situation, know what I do about homegirl right here on the screen. If I was him, yo, I would. That sound grimy as fuck, because like homegirl right there just gave birth to his kid, right? I'll be like, nah, I might have to break it off for other chick. But then I'll remember like the whole thing about other chick having a habit of like accusing all her exes of abusing her. So nah, I'm good. I'm good on both. I would be good on both of them.
In the past year,
Yeah.
at least that you found a body for.
Right.
It's probably more, but
Is there? Well, who said anything about a homicide?
Google.
But I mean, we didn't say anything about a homicide. Who says this is a homicide we're talking about? Is there something we need to know about a homicide?
Well, you're investigating the homicide.
We're investigating hundreds of crimes.
You're investigating homicide.
We're investigating hundreds of.
This bitch is stupid. So they never revealed why the hell she was being in there questioned for. Said we're investigating hundreds of crimes, nigga. We never said jack shit about no damn homicide.
Crimes.
Well, that's the only one in the news, so I'm assuming.
With the suspects already aware of why they're likely here, the cops let the cat out of the bag.
Do have a few questions. But
I think you know the answers to questions, but go ahead and ask them. I'll help you out.
It was just, when I was arrested at the parade. Why, that was even really necessary for so many, officers to come at me.
Oh, he just talking about that. I was all like, yo, why is it necessary to arrest me? I was like, yeah, I forgot they said that part of the story. Nigga, they fucking caught them lacking at a fucking parade. How the hell you even pick them out in the middle of a parade? Y'all be like, I was like, yo, that sound like some niggas who trying to fucking like find they ops and shoot them the fuck up. They just see him right there. They be like, oh, did that nigga go right now? Instead of clapping them, they just be like, you under arrest, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck? That's what I would have been on, yo. If I was in the parade, I'll be like, if I was at a parade, I'll be like, let's say if I was like getting some groceries at Stop and Shop or some shit. Even though I don't go inside the store, I'll be getting online orders and shit. So I'll just be waiting out, and I'm just waiting for the niggas to come through with the bags. Actually, it would be pretty easy for them to get me because nigga, if the police were just, I was like, yo, if I was like evading these niggas and said if I was still stupid enough to go ahead and place an online order, and then the police was just like, just had some shit, I was like, oh, if anybody has information on this person who drives this, notify the police, and then like my order comes up in the Stop and Shop system still because I'm dumb enough to still place an online order, and then I'm waiting to get my shit. And then all of a sudden, I'm waiting to get the shit. And then somebody who works at Stop and Shop be like, oh yeah, this dude just placed an online order. You should be here from somewhere around. I almost gave the information on what time I'll be over there, yo. But it'd be like, yo, he usually be here. He should be here around like between this time and this time. And like as soon as I pull up, they be like, they just come on. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, I think you have to look at the thought of this. If that's what you think we're talking about then the officers thought that you possibly killed somebody. That's pretty serious. My book. All right?
I understand that.
So, that's...
Oh, hell no. Son, I almost missed this jump because you can't see it because like when I talked about earlier how I got like the one TV over here, the other TV over here, which is what I'm watching the shit on. And then my camera's right here, right? Well, my first TV that's like up here is like mad big and it's like popped out of the wall, right? And part of it is like covering like the corner of the screen and stuff. So like right up on the like upper right corner where that message is, like I would say like it's only like a sixth, but a sixth of that method. God damn, yo, sixth. I hate that word, yo, sixth. Fuck that word, sixth. A sixth of that message is basically being blocked off, and I can't even see it.
I would say you're right on track, honestly.
But if the detectives are laying aside their pretenses with Sebastian,
So I'm only at the 38-minute mark of this video, and I've been recording for 1 hour and 29 minutes.
Friends with her on Facebook, your messenger.
After that night, don't tell anybody.
Yep, where are you going?
Don't tell anybody where you're going, who you're going with.
We can just do it over at my house. We do it in the LA all the time.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the messages that you sent her, Caitlin. Let's quit calling her. She deserves a name. Regardless of what she was or what she did, her name is Caitlin Root. And you sent her messages to come and be with you guys and not to tell anybody who she was going with.
She was such a good friend. She came to the hospital the day that your son was born.
And she talked about how it wasn't my baby.
What do you mean?
Because
Like it wasn't.
what you mean it wasn't? Oh, she said it wasn't my baby at first. I thought she was saying that she came to the hospital and talking about how it wasn't her baby because the baby's too cute and she ugly or some shit. I was about to pause and start laughing at that, but then she was all like, "Nah, like it wasn't Sebastian's baby."
Sebastian's baby.
So
But
it was your baby,
that's
but not
okay.
Sebastian's baby.
So it pissed her. So she's out there saying, "Hey,
She's saying you're.
yeah, she's calling you." Yeah.
Yo, these cops are trolls, nigga. Like, yo, she didn't say all that, yo. She just said, yeah. She just said I was cheating. He's like, oh, so we get it now, yo. Man, so you saying that you was mad at Caitlyn because she low-key called you a whore. Yeah, she called you a whore. Like the other nigga backed it up too, nigga. I was like, yo, what the fuck are these cops on? And this nigga is that close to her face too, nigga. Yo, these niggas ain't shit. Yeah. Yo, these cops are dumb as fuck, yeah.
What else is it? If she says it's not Sebastian's baby,
Yeah.
she's telling you that you run around,
Mm-hmm.
which is really what she does,
Yeah.
isn't it?
That doesn't bother me.
As hard as they try to get a reaction out of Amanda, however, she remains seemingly indifferent. Sebastian, however, tells them that she had a much different response at the time.
She couldn't wait for her to leave, and that she was just gonna keep her cool about it. She didn't want to have to fight somebody after she had a baby.
Back with Amanda, the
That ain't a good idea to do that anyway.
suspect, and none of it is good.
You don't physically scare me, but it's just spooky that you just have no emotion about it. No emotion. I've been doing this for 31 years. I have never, ever sat across from someone and talked to them about a crime like this, even if they're not involved, and had them sit here with this much lack of emotion. And not to mention the fact that I'm telling you, you did it, and you have no emotion except for giggling once in a
Nah, real shit.
while. It is spooky.
As these interviews proceed,
Nah, but what the fuck is up with that fucking cop though? Like, nigga, like, yo, she really like leaning in this close to her, like, you know, you're spooky. Like, you're really spooky. I'm like, nigga, get the fuck out of my face. How's that for emotion?
as they're collecting evidence at the couple's home, they come across several bizarre items that hint at the chilling truth of what happened to Caitlin. It's these items that detectives have in mind as they question Sebastian about Amanda's religious beliefs.
She's kind of looked into some other stuff too, some darker stuff.
She's into Satanism, right?
Yeah.
That's what they was getting at with that fucking shit at the beginning.
I don't mind it as long as she doesn't go like too far with it.
Right. What would be too far? Wouldn't be too far.
Really depending on what the exact
Like all Gotham out.
yeah.
Here's the thing. Every single time I see a video like this, I'm like, yo, I always think of a shit. I don't even remember what year I heard this shit. It was a minute ago too. And every couple of years I hear that shit again. It's a saying that says, "Do not stick your dick in crazy." This nigga essentially got stuck in a situation where he was low key kind of stuck with homegirl because they had a kid together, or according to Caitlyn, or did they? Nah, but apparently, yo, that whole oh, that's not even your kid thing. It was like, apparently that's just some bullshit that she does, because that's what other people corroborated when, like, it was the whole thing with what was it? Did they say that fucking she accused Kevin of beating her or some shit? Yo, I'm like, nigga, apparently a whole bunch of people went and said, yeah, that's just something she does for some reason, yo. Like, son, I'll be like, at that point, I'll be like, how is anybody friends with her? I'm like, well, man, she ain't accused me of nothing. I don't give a fuck, yo. I can never be around somebody like that.
Make it affect her actions or her appearance or like that. I mean, influencing her to do anything.
Do you
Our
believe
universe it could
do you
be
believe
as
in
small as a
Satan?
speck on
Do you
a
believe in
ballpoint
Satan? Do you worship Satan?
head.
Huh?
She said, Yo, nah. She ain't even tried to hide that shit. Yo, that is crazy.
Huh?
She said, I don't know. What you mean you don't know? Here's the thing. When I say I don't know, it's because I literally don't know something. I don't say I don't know to some shit. I was like, nigga, it is a yes or no question. What the fuck you mean you don't know? I ain't getting in on my fucking religious beliefs or something. I'm not getting in on it because it was like, nigga, there's no reason to. But I was like, what the fuck you mean you don't know?
He said he'd be right back. I texted him and he said he'd be right back. He said she
Do you
had
have deodorant?
No. So,
It's gonna get smelly.
do you
up
have
in
any,
here.
when you worship Satan, what do you do?
I didn't say I worship Satan.
I'm saying you probably do. I'm guessing you do.
And why do you think?
Yo, I low-key gotta fuck with this cop. I ain't gonna lie, yo.
Ask you, and you say, I don't know, maybe I do.
Nah, that was the third time, yo. Like, son, this guy, I'm pretty sure, cause I can't, son, the footage is so grainy, I can't tell who the hell's saying what. But I'm assuming it's this cop that's standing like right by the side of her, right there, that has the whole book of bullshit in his hand. Yo, first it was the whole thing with, oh, yo, so how'd you feel that she, what? So you saying she called you a whore? How you feel about her calling you a whore? And it was like, you know, you kind of spooky. You ain't got no emotion. I've been doing this for 31 years. I ain't never seen nobody, when I question them about a murder case and they ain't got no emotion. And then this shit right here, like, oh, you worship Satan? She was like, I didn't say I worship Satan. I'm saying you do. Yo, this cop funny, yo.
Maybe I believe in God. Maybe I don't. Maybe I believe that chair is the Messiah. Maybe I don't.
Nigga, what the fuck you believe in?
About our interview, that whenever I back you into a corner about something you're uncomfortable about or about the truth, that you find something else to talk about. You think you're smarter than anybody else. I think
I
that's
probably
what it
sound
is.
like
No.
Yep. No. Actually, no. She don't. Here's the thing. The only reason when she said that, though, I was about to co-sign her on that. The only reason why I'm saying that she doesn't sound like what she said, like a retard. The only reason why I'm saying that she doesn't sound like that is because of the video that I just watched that I didn't record no type of reaction to, right? Both of the people involved in that shit were retarded as hell. I don't remember how I said that shit like, so it was like with the other chick that I said in this video that I said was on drugs, but she was on some other shit. The other chick in the other video didn't look like she was on drugs. She just looked like she was dead ass. It was like her and her boyfriend were dead ass retarded. Like, son.
Who is scrambling to do anything to avoid the truth.
Detective Till's assessment isn't based solely on their latest exchange. Throughout the interview, Amanda has diverted the conversation into a number of blind alleys, many of them quite silly.
Well, I can't
Happy birthday.
guarantee anything at this point. So
I mean, I could get a cupcake or something.
when you do smoke weed, where do you get it from? Do you get it from here? Or who do you get your weed from?
He's a hamster.
He's a hamster. Okay.
They should let you have pets in jail. But then that'd be a bad idea, though, because then they'd probably die.
And it's not long before Amanda tosses out her most outrageous suggestion yet.
There's only two people that were there, you and Sebastian. So you're telling me he did it all?
He didn't do anything.
Then who did then?
A bear?
You know what I'm beginning to think?
Nah, okay. I'm leaning back towards the retard part. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's the reason why she was all like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You probably think you're the smartest person in the room." He's like, "No, you guys probably think I sound like a retard." I was like, "Nah." Here's the thing. I was like, "Yo," because of the last video I watched, I was going to say, "Nah, she don't," but then I heard this and I was like, "Nope." I was like, she might.
I'm beginning to think is you are a very cold, hard person.
Do I get to go to the bathroom?
In a minute. She had to go back into dispatch. Hey, I'm beginning to think you're a very cold, hard person. That you can sit here and have no emotion and make funnies about all this stuff to say maybe she was killed by a bear.
Well, I don't know what she was
Oh, you know
killed by.
exactly what she was killed by.
With this statement, the interrogation takes a turn, and the detectives run out of patience.
Less than a week ago, you killed somebody. And you don't care.
Also, do you think you can do the kill? And then she said, "Yeah." Nah, they plotted together for what? What? I was asking why the fuck he went along. Like, knowing the little information I know, I was like, "Yo, why the fuck did the other nigga go along with it?" And then I just realized, nigga, she wears the pants in the relationship. She slapped this nigga in the face. She fractured this nigga's ribs. Like, after she said that bullshit in the hospital, she was probably like, "I don't like her," and something. It was like, and then he probably just took, I was about to say, he was probably like, "Yo, you're overreacting." It was like, no. She was probably like, "Oh, if you really want to make this work, you're going to have to help me." It was like, "Help me kill her." I was like, real shit, I think that's probably what happened. I'm just making bullshit up, but that seemed like the bullshit that I'm putting together.
You probably went home and had a great time. Oh, wasn't that fun? Wasn't that great? I can't wait to do it again. Maybe we should do it to Siler.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should do it to Siler. What we did to her, maybe we should do that to Siler.
You're sick.
You're sick.
Wait, I swear to fucking God. I'm not, because I think it was only this one person they killed because of the title of the video. Because I wish the title of the video didn't give away exactly what these niggas did, right? And the crazy shit is these are all real people on these shits too. So the reason why I'm saying, I'm hoping he's only saying that because they got message. I don't know why the fuck all these niggas doing this shit through Facebook Messenger. Yo, they all retarded. But then again, once again, I wouldn't say, yo, teenagers seem the only ones that get caught doing this bullshit. But what if she actually messaged that shit, put that shit in her messages? That's why he's saying that shit. He would have said, "Oh, maybe we should do that silent." Then she was like, "You're sick." Why was that the one little bit of emotion that she actually showed, like the entire time when he said that? She was like, "Oh, you're sick." He's like, "Nah, nigga, you sick. I ain't never killed nobody."
I've never killed anyone.
Neither have I.
You're a liar. You're evil.
Yo.
Soulless, heartless people who like to kill and get off on it. You probably rubbed her blood all over your body and probably, I don't know, probably had some weird...
Danced in a circle.
Yeah.
Shouting.
You did?
Is that what you think?
Yeah, that's what I think. Because you don't... So what happened then?
No, that didn't happen. I hope that didn't happen.
You danced around in her blood and probably went, "Yay, me, look at me. Here's to you, Satan."
Nah,
Here's to you.
nah, this nigga bugging.
Sacrifice. Or
Real shit. How the other nigga talk? He just chilling on his phone, yo. I like the other nigga. This dude just like seemed like he making bullshit up. Nah, he be like, here's the thing. Also, I'm thinking the nigga on the bottom, it seemed like he a God-fearing person. So he, like, as soon as he heard, oh, word, she a Satanist, fuck this bitch. She going to jail. I don't care if she did it or not. She going to jail for life.
Is it my first sacrifice to you? You know what? This one doesn't work. How about a baby? Let's sacrifice our baby.
Baby souls are worthless.
So, a teenage soul's worth more than a baby soul?
Hell no, this bitch did not just say that. Nah. Yo. What the fuck? Nigga, here's the thing. With the way that she's playing this investigation right now, though, right? Son, this is like niggas who feel like third imposter and for no reason in Among Us, right? Except she ain't a third imposter. I'm pretty sure she actually did it. But if you're a nigga who's being suspected, why the fuck are you going to make suspects? No, are you going to make statements that make yourself intentionally seem more suspect? He's like, no. He's like, you were probably like, oh, that wasn't enough for you, Satan. We should sacrifice a baby next. Baby souls are worthless. This bitch is, oh my god. Ew. Here's the thing. He's like, and the thing that I need to say is, out of all these ones that I've seen, she doesn't even piss me off the most out of all the ones that I've seen. If I could find if I could find the picture of the chick in one of these videos that pissed me off more than anybody else, I'm gonna put her like right above my head, a picture of her right above my head on the screen, because that bitch barely got any type of time, and fuck that bitch. I was like, son, because I was like, yo, I'm gonna have her above my head while I say this entire thing. That bitch was ignorant as fuck, ratchet as fuck, takes no responsibility for jack shit that she does, has no ability to fucking reflect on her actions. And apparently from what I saw in that shit, that goes for her whole goddamn family too.
A horse? Somebody, a bad girl soul is worth more than a pure innocent baby? Really? So was her soul worthless?
I don't know.
Son, this chick just died, yo, and they went and said, you really telling me you think a bad girl soul? I was like, they saying that's the reason why I'm going with the whole thing with like, yo, that nigga is mad. I think that nigga on the bottom is like mad religious, and she like, yo, he's like, I know enough from this investigation about Caitlyn to know that her ass is gonna rot in hell too. That's what it seems like Holmes was saying with that shit, yo. And then he was like, oh, he got enough evidence to be like, oh, Amanda's a Satanist. It was like, word. It was like, this bitch is evil when she going rot in. I was like, yo, that's the vibes I'm getting from the nigga that was sitting on the bottom.
You told me a baby soul is worthless. So when does a soul become worthful? You yourself look it up. I'm not looking up. You've looked it up. So when is a soul worth something?
I didn't look anything up.
Well, then how you know a baby soul is worthless?
Amanda's remark hints at something lurking beneath her typical teenage facade, but we will soon see that it merely scratches the surface of her chilling beliefs. On this day,
Real shit, I'm glad I fucking decided to actually open this bullshit up for once and react to this shit.
I'll let you talk to her for a moment about what you're going to talk to her about. But two things I know for sure, Josh.
Who this nigga?
You know, of course, her son's name is Siler, who she doesn't care about. Okay. Boyfriend's name is Sebastian. There's two things I know about her. Siler, who she doesn't care about.
Oh, you said two things I know about her. Her baby's name is Siler, who she doesn't care about, and her boyfriend's name is Sebastian. That's two things I know about her.
Okay. Boyfriend's name is Sebastian. There's two things I know about her. She is a killer, and she's a liar.
Nigga. I'm telling you, this nigga heard that Satanist bullshit. I was like, yo, I'll tell you, I think that nigga is mad fucking religious. Like a mad religious God-fearing man, and he just heard that this bitch is a Satanist, and he like, yo, fuck her. I don't feel like I was like, son, I don't think he cares about any of the facts. I was like, because it was like, obviously, I think they got all the evidence that's like, yeah, this bitch did it. They just want to get her to admit it so they can speed along the process. But the way he's coming across, it really just seems like, because if you listen to the way the tone changed as soon as they start bringing up the Satan shit, from him. I'm like, nah, nigga. I was like, yo, if you bringing your religious beliefs into your bias for a fucking murder suspect, I'm sorry, nigga, you can't be on the case.
Well, okay.
The new detective may seem like a friendly alternative at first, but once he introduces himself as a computer forensics investigator,
oh shit,
Amanda seems to understand that he's not come to deliver any good news.
And so let me tell you what happens with a cell phone and today's smartphones is that they automatically connect to Wi-Fi locations. And so what happens with a smartphone is that it stores that location that it tried to connect to. And so when I look at your phone and when I looked at Sebastian's phone and when I looked at Caitlin's phone, what do you think that those phones had in common?
Locations.
You're right.
The detective lets her know as plainly as possible that the phone data leaves no room for her to be innocent.
The question is not whether you did it. It's why. For what purpose? And that's a question, an answer that only you can provide. Was it sport? Was it fun? Was it just to do something? Or was it more than that? Was it this bond that you and Sebastian now share? What was it?
I have no answers for that. I need to talk to a lawyer.
It's probably a good idea.
Sebastian also withers under scrutiny and asks for a lawyer. But while this seems to mark the end of their cooperation, these suspects have only just begun to reveal the depths of their madness. Almost as a preview, Sebastian ends the first interview with a single, highly suspicious remark.
We need to understand why this happened. What happened? What did this girl do?
What the fuck is he about to say?
Did she assault Amanda? What happened that got to this point?
Not quite. The reasoning behind why it was her specifically. I didn't ask, but I'd like to see a lawyer, not for any reason for guilt, but I'd like to discuss something with a lawyer.
It's absolutely your right to do that.
With Amanda having also exercised her right to counsel, the detectives exit, leaving her alone in the interrogation room with a cop whose only job for the time being appears to be babysitting her.
I mean, I just don't want to say anything that's going to put me away for life. That's why I'm not saying anything.
Nigga, you already did. Nah, son. I don't want to say anything. That's why I'm not saying anything, because I don't want to say nothing that's going to put me away for life. I'm pretty sure you... Well, actually, nah. Technically, she didn't. But at the same time, yo, it was like, I think they acquired enough evidence to be like, yo, let's just pack this bitch the fuck up. And the thing is, Sebastian is at least an accessory, nigga. Because he obviously knew about it because, nigga, why the fuck are they messaging this shit to each other, though? That's my thing about it. I literally saw the message where he was all like, yo, do you think you can be the one to do the kill? And then she said, yeah. Alright.
Puts Amanda at ease. Perhaps more at ease than she realizes, because their conversation will soon take a dark turn. That chilling part of their conversation is still to come, and its unbelievable revelations will shed an ominous new light on what happened to Caitlin Root. As for Sebastian, they don't leave him in the room.
Here's the thing. I've seen one of these videos go like mad left, and it was on some other chick that was just like, they saying she wasn't actually insane. So I don't know what the fuck was up with the other chick, because they said she was fit to stand trial and she wasn't insane. But the other video that I fucking saw, I'm talking about the same one I just said something about. So I can't stand to listen to motherfuckers talk during these shits when they aren't making any type of goddamn sense at all in like half of the shit that they saying. But I was like, nigga, if you going to give somebody information, give niggas information and not speaking these weird ass fucking riddles where people that know you and follow you gonna act like, man, yo, they speaking facts, man. You just not opening up your mind to what they saying. Yeah, and don't worry, I'm going to put... I was like, nigga, I know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. I know when I edit this, I'm gonna know who the fuck I'm talking about. That nigga gonna be above my head the entire fucking time while I'm saying that shit.
They take him straight out for processing, and it says he's being fingerprinted that he asked Detective Till if he can speak with him alone back in the interrogation room. And as the hint at the end of his first interview suggests,
I don't quite know the reasoning behind why it was her specifically.
this time, his story has changed.
I know what happened, but I kind of hard to explain. This makes me sound crazy.
Well, I understand that it happens, and I just want to hear your, I want to know what happened.
She knows this about me, that I'm not quite all there in the head a little bit. I am.
What?
Two different sides. I'm a sociopath. Starters, like, that's one reason I'm so calm. I have no emotion right now.
Sebastian begins the second interview with an intriguing bit of information about himself, one that almost seems designed specifically to limit his culpability in whatever happened that night.
At certain times, if I lose my temper or freak out, like, this state of my consciousness just kind of goes away for a bit. A different kind of consciousness comes up. Get the name, and it's basically like the more violent, evil part of me.
I'm only laughing. No, I'm not laughing because it sounds like bullshit. I'm laughing because that's the exact fucking... For niggas who don't know, that's the original origins of when I originally took on the D-Black name. Like, D-Black is a shortened version of another fucking name, and basically I took that name on as an alter ego. When I get to a state where I get so pissed off that I lose control of, like, where I'll literally lose control of any fucking thing that I'm doing. I've just never been on bullshit like that. But yeah, there are states when, like, I will get ridiculously angry and violent, and I think like that was the original origins of the name. But like, now I'm not always on that. I was like, nigga, it's because nigga, growing up, I developed like this is like age 10 to 12. I developed like three alter egos. D-Black was one of them. Then another one was Mighty Mac. Another one was Eurocrack. Each one of them represents a different fucking personality. D-Black is the one that I just described, which is the shit that he just talked about. Like, he loses sight of himself and then, like, he loses control and just becomes, like, an evil part of himself. That's what D-Black was. Mighty Mac was literally, like, times when I would get into a fight, I wouldn't even be angry fighting somebody. I would just be enjoying fighting niggas. And then Eurocrack was literally, like, if I'm going to shorten it up, Eurocrack was horny nigga. So basically, you like the terms they use now, they would say Eurocrack is the gooner part of my personality.
So what's that name?
Drake.
Drake?
When Drake is talking to her.
His alter ego's name is Drake. Oh, this was 2016. Trust me, I know you're true. These are regular conversations. So, and they said they ain't delete none of these shits.
Does she address him by the name Drake?
Sometimes.
Nah.
Because she's calling by my name. He doesn't care.
But she recognizes the two different people.
Yeah.
Yo, nigga, here's the thing when I did my shit though. When I have those different names for those three fucking selves that I just named, I actively just gave them that name. They didn't just like, oh man, yeah, I developed these names on these personalities and they answer to these names. Nah, nigga. Even though now I do answer to D-Black, but like, nigga, I ain't never answered those fucking names.
It's very distinct.
He says that it's not him, but it's still part of him. Like, he says that it's a second person that lives in his head. And that second person has no real emotion.
And the fuck? That's still her? The fuck?
Emotions and that.
Why is she crying all of a sudden? That's the same chick, right? Why the fuck is she? What the fuck?
just evil.
I just wish I was able to.
Why that? What the fuck is going on that now all of a sudden when they talk about his split personality, she's crying when all of a sudden before she was in the messages talking about, I know the real you, Sebastian. I want to bring the real you out. I know the real you. I'm like,
Make her, but this was not an outcome. I know she has no remorse. She has no guilt about it. She's more excited.
Yeah, I agree. She had no remorse whatsoever. Giggled, said it multiple times, talking about it.
She's always been controlling. I have to ask if I can leave the house. I have to ask her anything.
wait, I have to have your permission if I want to do anything. She said lies. I want to see that whole conversation, man.
If I want to do anything. I don't like being controlled like that, but I'd never do something like this. I'd stop her before she did. But the other half of me likes her a lot.
With the stage set for Sebastian.
This nigga essentially said, it was all like, yo, my regular personality wouldn't let her, he was like, wouldn't even allow her to kill somebody, but nah, nigga, when Drake take over, nah, nigga, we going to work. I'm like,
To begin telling his story, Detective Till asks him how they came to be in Caitlin's company last Saturday night.
I don't have any actual recollection of what exactly happened.
wait, so, happened last night. Is this the day? Nigga, I need my phone because I can't keep count of when the fuck. Yo, it's hard for me. Like, I can't keep count of exactly when the hell, like, specific days happened. Like, I don't know when the hell the 17th. Hold up. I need my phone. See, I just had to check exactly when the hell them shit happened. So, at 2 a.m., no? Nigga, I ain't messaging nobody at no goddamn 2 a.m. I'm going to sleep. Nah, yo, but I just had to check my phone to see exactly what day they were sending these messages. So, 2 a.m., I don't remember what happened last night. This was 2 a.m. See, here's the thing. That's that sticky situation about a 2 a.m. So, are they talking about last night as in the night? Like, this same base, which would essentially be the same night on Sunday night, or I'm assuming they're talking about Saturday night, but they just happen to message each other at 2 a.m. Yo, that's that weird situation where you start talking about shit like that. So yeah, most likely they're talking about Saturday night.
But so it's kind of like a faded memory. What do you remember of it? I remember just being in the park, just walking, all three of us. And out of nowhere, I heard loud something smacking, and she was on the ground. And then suddenly she didn't have any clothes on. And
The fuck you mean suddenly she didn't have no clothes on?
she was all bloody on the ground. I don't remember the details between those.
Sebastian's not the only one coming back for a second sit-down. On Monday morning, 2 days after her initial interview, Amanda sends word that she'd like to speak with detectives once again.
Why?
This time she not only brings a different story, but an entirely different persona.
Yeah, because I was like, yeah, because they showed this part before. I was like, why the fuck was she crying?
And I was just messaging people to see if anyone wanted to hang out, because I never do. I messaged a girl named Haley Mooney.
So yeah, what he said before when he was like, "Oh, it didn't necessarily," because I heard him say some all comment. He was like, "Yeah, it didn't necessarily have to be Kate."
Another girl named Haley, and a girl named Allie, and I messaged Caitlin.
Just with another person, so that when I need another one, it's fine. They were gonna do satanic rituals on all these chicks. I think it's specifically like, yo, the rituals that they was looking up specifically had to be girls. And this was the 16th. Why the fuck do they always message each other at 2 in the morning? God damn. It's literally always at 2. Son.
And I asked them, like, hi, what are you guys doing? What's up? And Caitlin talked to me. She just like talked.
Unless, hold up. Because that might be on some other shit. Hold up. Oh. Okay, never mind. That makes more sense, yo. I was all like, yo, cause I wasn't thinking like it was a different time, yo. Behind. So that would have actually been 7-8. So every single time I saw that it said 2, that actually meant that it was 7 a.m. Wait. So then when anyone said, yo, something that we did last night, wouldn't that technically, that would have been fucking, that mean they did the shit on, did they do the shit Sunday night then? Or were they just talking about some other shit that they got up to? I don't fucking know.
Said, hi, how are you? And I was like, I'm at work, bored. And I was like, you have anything to do? And she's like, no, not really. I'm just sitting here. I was like, oh, you want to hang out or something? She said, yeah, that'd be cool.
Amanda insists that they only intended to hang out peacefully with Caitlin that evening, and she illustrates this with a story of what happened when.
Nah, actually, what the yo, because I just checked, yo, because they just, on the thing, it just said that this was in 2016. And she was all like, oh, I got another one. They said that the bullshit happened on a Saturday. So why is it that she's talking about, oh, I got something lined up? And when she was saying that, those messages, those messages were from, actually, no, they're, I don't know, yo. Hold up. I think I got one. UTC. So I don't know. Wait, where they say this was again? They say No, it was something with an M, right? They said Maryland, right? Nigga, I don't remember which state they said. I think that's still the same time zone, right? That's still Eastern. So yeah, that would have been 7 o'clock in the morning. They said that's on a Sunday. They wouldn't said that the bullshit that they did was on a Saturday. I just looked up when 10/16 that day is.
Want to hang out or something? She said, yeah, that'd be cool.
Amanda insists that they only intended to.
So I'm confused.
Caitlin that evening, and she illustrates this with a story of what happened when they stopped at a convenience store near their house. It's during this story that she reveals something surprising about the picture police found on Caitlin's phone.
And then we were talking about the lights on the sign, like it was either the lottery sign or the open sign or something like that. So then I asked her if she had her phone on her, and she said she did. I asked if I could see it, and she handed it to me. And then I took a picture of the sign. I said, maybe when I have a memory. And then we started talking about how they were doing new stuff at Craig Park. And she said that she hadn't seen it yet. I told her that I didn't see it either. And then Sasha was like, well, do you want to go check it out? And she's like, yeah.
Amanda tells them that they spent quite a while at the park walking around before finally resting at the top of a hill. And this is where her story takes a turn.
Then Sebastian sat down next to me and he said, you're probably not going to believe me because it sounds crazy, but I'll explain what he's talking about later. If you remind me, I'll tell you. But he said that they wanted her for a sacrifice. They wanted her specifically, and that she fit the criteria, and that they wanted her. I told him that we were having fun with her.
Nigga, son, we gonna rob this girl too. Who's like, who? They really out here trying to play it off as sacrifice. I was like, nigga, nah, nigga, they was out here trying to rob niggas too. I was like, hell nah. Trying to play it off as a satanic ritual, and nah, nigga, they was out here robbing people too.
That she was becoming my friend, and that I didn't want to say that.
The one I don't. Yeah, now stop messaging me so I can get. Is this while they were? Now stop messaging me so I can get this girl.
I didn't want it to be her. Like she was bleeding, so Sebastian pulled me aside and handed me a stick and said, "Hit her. You need to hit her." And I told him I didn't want to, and he said, "Hit her now." So I hit her with a stick, and she.
Nigga, I'm barely paying attention to her story because, like, I don't know if what the fuck she's saying is bullshit or not, right? I'm looking at the messages and I'm like, yo, these niggas is bugging.
She said, "Ow, what was that for?" So I know I didn't hit her very hard. And Sebastian ran past me and knocked her to the ground.
started choking her.
How was he choking her?
Oh, that makes sense because I remember that shit at the beginning when they went and said like she had some shit going on with her. Like something hemorrhages. I don't know what the fuck those are, yo. I ain't no damn doctor. So then they was all like, yeah, which shows that she was being strangled. So yeah, this part makes sense.
She was laying right here. He had a hold of her like that and was choking her.
At that point, Amanda tells them the violence escalated, and Sebastian took drastic measures.
And then she was trying to say, help me, please stop, I can't breathe. And he said, can you help me? And I just stood there. I didn't know what to do. And then he took a syringe out of his pocket.
A what?
A syringe, like for shots and stuff. And he stabbed her in the neck with it. And I asked him what that was, and he said it was supposed to make her go to sleep, so she wouldn't feel anything. And then after a while, she stopped moving. And then he said the clothes had to come off because they wouldn't accept it if she had clothes on. So then he cut her clothes off.
Amanda doesn't reveal quite yet what she means by they, but she's finally acknowledged at least being there during these moments of unrestrained brutality. Back with Sebastian, the detective asks him about the weapons they brought to the park.
What did that knife look like?
Knife.
Hey man, this is like the first one of these shits I discovered by myself, yeah.
The Winchester, like it had kind of a rose-colored handle on it, reddish wood.
Yeah, and like a hole in the bottom you keep like tied to a rope or something.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the knife. It had bones all over it.
Sebastian's account of that evening may be conveniently sparse, but his recollection of the knives resonates with what police found at their house. Blood is detected on both knives, and the DNA profile matches with Caitlin Root.
And then he handed me a knife and said to stab her. I told him that I couldn't, and he said we have to do it now because we can't go back now, because if we do, then we're going to jail. So he took it back and he stabbed her in the chest.
Did both of you partake in stabbing her and cutting her, or just you, or just Amanda?
I was holding her.
Holding her down so Amanda could do what needed to be done? The injuries to her neck, how hard was that to inflict?
No. My knives are incredibly sharp.
Incredibly sharp.
While Sebastian continues to claim having trouble remembering what happened that night, his girlfriend is not.
He stabbed her like right here. And then I covered my eyes and ears and I turned around. I don't know what he did after that, but when I turned back around, she was standing up. I knew he had stabbed her though, but she was standing up and starting to get up and walk away.
What the fuck?
He looked surprised, so I don't think it was supposed to happen. And then he like knocked her back down and jumped on top of her, like on top of her with his legs, and like he was choking her again.
The fuck you mean she got back up?
He was a fighter, so I don't think it was going how he wanted it to.
Wait.
He was a fighter, so I don't think it was going how he wanted it to. He said that she was fighting, and then after a while he said that she didn't have a pulse anymore.
Is it a possibility that you might have cut her or stabbed her and not remembered?
I guess there's a possibility.
It's not the only detail Amanda would like to forget about that evening.
And he was shining the light over her, and he told me to look at her. He said, look what we did to her. And I couldn't look at her. I didn't want to know what happened to her. He showed me her phone. And he said, we have to get rid of her phone because if the police find it, then they'll see that I was talking to her and they'll come and take me to jail for murder. So he took the SIM card out and he broke it in half and put it somewhere. And then he stopped on the phone and it wasn't breaking. So he like bent it until the light went out.
Sebastian didn't succeed in actually destroying Caitlin's SIM card, of course, and his take on Amanda's mood in the aftermath is quite different.
She's pretty giddy, excited. Normally when we go to bed, we just lay down and go to sleep. We don't have any interaction with each other. She wanted to come on me, lay on me, kiss me, hug me, all that stuff. She never does. Really?
According to Amanda, however, Sebastian was occupied with more sinister matters, having brought home a souvenir from the crime scene.
No! Hell no, they didn't just show her fucking finger. Hell, fuck no. Son, I have to go back and confirm what the fuck I just saw. Hell no. Now this nigga did not cut off her fucking finger. No, that's not. I thought that was a fucking finger. What the fuck is that? A souvenir. What the fuck is that?
Home a souvenir from the crime scene.
Nigga, my first look at it, I literally thought that was like her I thought that was like her middle finger or some shit.
Reaching the person, the first thing he pulled out was a bottle that was like this big and it had blood in it. And he was looking at it. And he held it up to the light. And he told me that it didn't look normal, that blood shouldn't look like that. And then he said that he was going to go downstairs and he was going to make more of the stuff that he put into her neck because he made it out of something. I don't know if he put it in. And I'm pretty sure you guys found it, but the vials that was like, had numbers on it, that was on the bedside table. That's what he made that night.
Police find a bottle matching that description at their home, though it's not clear from the report what, if anything, they found inside. In a later interview with the detectives, Sebastian talks about the contents in the bottle.
It was just stuff that I was just mixing together.
What is it exactly?
Alcohol, like the rubbing alcohol.
Uh-huh.
And that's pretty much all it was.
That's not the only disparity in their accounts, as both of them seem willing to throw the other under the bus. Sebastian tells detectives about something else that ties Amanda to the murder, and they soon confront her about it.
Purple rubber gloves that you wore up there when you guys killed Caitlin.
I didn't have gloves on.
They sent it off for DNA, and he says, he told me that day that you had on rubber gloves to keep from getting bloody, and that you threw them in the kitchen trash.
I didn't have any gloves on.
While Amanda remains resistant to the notion that she had any direct participation in the murder, Sebastian's story, as usual, is a little different.
Amanda, she did stab her, but I don't think it wasn't successful. She said she couldn't do it. She tried, but she wasn't able to actually stab her. It wouldn't go through her skin.
In his previous interview with the detectives, Sebastian had informed them how Amanda's behavior in the following days was deeply concerning.
She wants to go to the candlelight or the funeral. I told her she probably shouldn't do that.
Nigga, what the fuck? I wanna go see it. Not yet. Not yet. We gotta wait a bit longer. What the fuck? So this was at like midnight, right? No. 5 a.m. If I'm getting all these junks right, why the hell do they text so damn early in the morning? God damn, nigga. Cause I keep looking at the text from all these junks, yo, and I'm like, nigga, why the fuck do y'all message each other so damn early, yo?
Did you go to the candlelight?
We both worked all the nights, every time for the funeral, candlelight, and everything.
Why did she say she wanted to go? Was that exciting to her too?
Yeah, she said she wanted to buy a T-shirt with Caitlin's name on it and such.
Nigga.
T-shirt with Caitlin's name on it?
Yeah, the T-shirts that they're selling. Were said she wanted to buy one of those.
Keep in mind, I'm still saying that this is like, this whole shit does not piss me off as much as the other shit. It's that the thing is, the other shit didn't even involve a purposeful murder, but I still say fuck the other person. I was like, yo, it's because I get annoyed by fucking annoying ass ratchet people so fucking much that, like, yeah, like that other chick annoyed the fuck out of me to such a fucking degree in that damn video.
While the detectives are intrigued by Sebastian's picture of his girlfriend as a
And real shit, I never want to see that fucking video
they're
again, yo.
also
Like,
focused on getting to the reasons behind this senseless murder. And they will soon get more than they bargained for.
I can't say I have any extra remorse for it, which I regret saying.
You regret it, but you don't really have any remorse over it. But you know, you coming and being honest about it, though, is a big step.
I don't really care much for life, but I know it shouldn't be taken in vain.
With this half-hearted step towards morality on Sebastian's part, the detectives try to figure out how much truth there is to this supposed alternate personality living in his mind.
He talks to me. I hear him now.
What's he telling you right now?
He's just laughing at me.
Why?
Because he thinks it's funny. He thinks it's pathetic that I'm here even.
Just as he blames Drake for whatever involvement he might have had in the murder of Caitlin Root, Sebastian also blames him for steering Amanda down a dark path in the preceding months.
oh my fucking God.
Officers are getting a hint at a motive, strange as it is.
She might be able to control other people, manipulate them, be able to be more beyond this world. The other consciousness I have knows about that. Because I know it influenced her.
So what exactly did Drake tell her?
That there are certain demons that would take deals that would do things for her in place of a soul or some sort of like that. All she had to do is take the life and give the soul.
Another deal that he made was he believes in reincarnation, and he told me that he was born in the 1200s, and that when he was born, that like a demon came and found him because he told me he was poor and all of his family and stuff died of a plague or something like that. The demon came and told him that if he gives him souls, that he would like make him reincarnate, and each time he died, he would come back.
Earlier, Amanda mentions about deals they made that she would talk about later.
I'll explain what he's talking about later, but he said that they wanted her for a sacrifice.
These they are demons.
He doesn't worship.
Yeah, I kind of figured that when she mentioned that bullshit before, when she was all like, oh yeah, and then they went and took all her clothes off. I was like, whatever, nigga. I know that some people be like, oh no, that stuff is real, yo. You just can't fucking wrap your head around something that I was like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. Unless I see undeniable proof in my head that, yo, it is real, I'm not believing in no dumb shit.
He says that he talks to them all the time, and that they come into the world and they
Like with me, like nigga, real shit, with me fucking calling that shit dumb, if somebody puts undeniable shit in my face that says, nah, this shit real, and then it's enough to convince me, I'll be like, alright, fuck it, I was wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong.
they give you different things, like kind of trade things. Like one thing he has that he told me he has is that each demon has a different section in hell or something like that. It's a torture section, is what he said. And the demon that he traded with was called Almadir or something like that. And he traded a soul for taking his spot in hell. So whenever Sebastian died or whatever, he wouldn't have to go through like judgment or whatever. He would just be taken to hell and given. He wouldn't be punished. He would just be given that place, and then he would torture people for eternity.
Amanda says that these outrageous notions not only influenced Sebastian to take Caitlin's life, but even their actions afterwards.
He said that part of his deals was that they would take the body with them whenever they came to collect the soul. Like, I told them we should move her. She's like, they'll come and take her. It's part of the thing.
So that's the reason why they just left that ass on the fucking trail instead of actually trying to hide the damn body. They was all like, nah, man, it's good, yo. We could just leave him on the trail, yo, because the demon's going to come and take the body with them, yo. We good. At least now I'm actually starting to believe that they believe that shit. That's why they was like, yeah, we just left them on the trail. They ain't even dump her in the woods or nothing, yo. They just left them in the middle of the trail.
The detectives sit down with Sebastian for a third time to talk about Amanda's story, and the question about whose version is true gets even murkier. Who was steering this demonic, murderous ship?
She told me that you said you were born in the 1200s and you'd been reincarnated several times.
Now, I'm going to tell you right now, from the messages that I saw, I think that is her. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because, like, when they were showing the messages, he was all like, oh, I don't like the true me. And then she was all like, oh, yeah. She was all like, yo, I know. He was like, I know the true you, Sebastian. You should let it out more often. Like, when it came to the whole thing, and then he was all like, oh, I can't do it. Can you do the kill? And then she was like, yeah. Except then him saying, can you do the kill kind of implies that, like, because he was all like, oh, I got one. He was like, who's that girl that I don't like? I'm pretty sure that was him saying that shit. Nigga, I don't know. This whole thing weird as fuck.
That you'd been killed a couple times, you had the Black Plague, and that you'd made several deals with this demon to keep going.
It's pretty out there.
Well, it's all kind of out there.
Yeah, but this is new information to me.
With both suspects pointing the finger at the other, the detectives begin to believe that Amanda knows more about these satanic influences than she's let on.
You remember also when we asked you about sacrificing Siler, and you said wouldn't do that because baby souls have no value. Do you remember telling us that? I mean, that doesn't sound like somebody that
has no idea what's going on.
Has no idea. I mean, you clearly know the baby soul in this demonic world that we're talking about have no value. You know, you know this.
It isn't just that one remark that has the detectives doubting Amanda's innocence when it comes to these matters. After her initial interrogation, as she was waiting to be transported to juvenile detention, she had much to say about the realm of the unholy, and none of it sounded like secondhand information.
You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I've been to hell before, so once you cross over that border, you can see everything from a spiritual point of view. Hell is way more complex than what everyone says. Like, there's no fire, for one. There's no fire. It's not hot. It's normal. And there's like, it's kind of like an office building. There's different sections, and each demon has like a secretary who goes out and collects like debts and souls from people. I can manipulate like fire. Like, I can make, like I made a lighter explode one time and stuff. Like, I can manipulate it. I can make it go in different spots and stuff like that. Whenever you reach out to a demon and you accept them, like if you do a possession and you accept them into your body, you can't ever get rid of them again. They have a connection and a tie to you. Where they want you, they will find you, and they will put thoughts in your head to make you go somewhere and do something and make it think that it's your idea. Like, say, like there are some people, like they make people kill people. Like, you'll just see images of yourself stabbing someone or something. Like, it's a memory, but you didn't.
So basically what you saying is I ain't possessed by no goddamn demon. The only times that I have like these false memories of bullshit that I don't remember. Well, I know that I ain't never done, but I keep thinking that they actual real memories is because when I be like remembering vague bullshit from dreams I had years ago, and then, son, on the real, it be worrying me sometimes because it be making me think like I'm losing slight touch with certain aspects of reality or shit. So it be just having me thinking, nah, I gotta collect my thoughts and be like, nah, that shit didn't happen. It's little shit though, nigga. It ain't no stabbing nobody, it ain't no killing niggas, it ain't no running niggas over with cars, it ain't no shooting niggas. It ain't nothing like that. It's literally like, oh yeah, I moved to a new town, and then I ended up seeing and having a conversation with somebody from my old town. That shit didn't happen. Except in college where it did happen because I ended up going to college, ending up somehow in the same college and in the same class with somebody from my old town.
Do it. Like, I was born in the 1200s. That's my actual birth time. I don't remember the day. One of my things was,
What the fuck you mean your birth time? Nigga, I need to quit pausing so much, yo, because nigga, I don't think I'm going to end up cutting down that much, but like, nigga, I'm 7 minutes away from being done with this damn video. I'm at 2 hours and 40 minutes on my recording right now.
I get my memories from each life. I take the secretary spot, and in exchange, they give me my memories. What you can do is you can sacrifice souls to people. Is like, when someone dies or whatever, you give their soul to them. They are getting stuff no matter what, so they don't care what happens to you. Like, if you get arrested for, like, killing and murdering, they're not going to stop that. You're going to spend your time in jail.
No shit.
Does that make sense?
Which is bullcrap, because they should help you and stuff like that. But they don't.
All told, Amanda discussed her adventures in demonology for nearly 25 uninterrupted minutes before finally bringing it to a close with these apt thoughts.
You don't hear about that much unless you actually.
Well, it's because most of the time when you talk about it, everyone's like, you're seeing stuff. Lynn's call you crazy and you get locked up.
Because you are.
Back with Sebastian, he discloses a chilling detail that adds a twisted new dimension to Amanda's behavior at the scene of the murder.
Did she do anything there at the sacrifice of Caitlin? Did she pray or speak to her demons?
She chanted something. Something Drake wrote down.
Do you remember what it was?
I don't.
That really interests me.
It's nothing of actual significance, but I can't recall what it said.
And then he handed me a paper. And I opened it, and it had a bunch of words on it. It wasn't normal language. I don't know what it said. It said, like, the first word started with an O and was like a monos or something like that. I don't know. And he told me that that's what we had to say.
Amanda claims that Sebastian burned the paper when they got home that evening, but police don't have to look hard to find evidence of their satanic beliefs. During a search of their house, they come across a journal filled with writings about the couple's interest in demons. One page is dedicated to a guide on inviting possession. Another advises offering souls and sacrifices to demons. Another chronicles what happened during demonic possession. One page has what appears to be disturbing proverbs, such as, "Bleed for those who only love the taste of your blood." These writings are bizarre, but they don't necessarily tie Amanda to direct involvement in Caitlin's murder. However, she soon coughs up a confession that changes things.
He told me we didn't want blood on me, so then I had gloves on. And then whenever he said he was going to set the thing on fire, he said to get rid of the gloves and then put them in the trash.
You obviously did some because you did have blood on the gloves.
I don't remember there being blood on the gloves.
With their confessions on the table, Detective Till asks Amanda a simple question.
You guys are involved in this. Caitlin's dead. What do you think the appropriate punishment would be for you two?
Honestly, for me, I was there and I didn't tell anybody anything happened. So, I mean, I should be put in jail for some time, but I do have a baby that's 2 months old, and that's a vital.
No. Nah, fuck that. Yo, I meant to press pause, nigga. This shit gonna seem weird as fuck, but I meant to press pause to pause the video, but I was on the OBS screen, so then when I press pause, it stopped my recording. So fuck it. This is gonna seem weird and segmented as hell, but yeah.
A vital affection.
Cause I wanted to see this bullshit right now with the grandmother.
I do have
Say Skylar, I can go out and look.
a baby that's 2 months old, and that's a vital part of his life because he's gonna be crawling soon. He's
So you can look when I go. Looking for what? No, this was the 15th. Go out and look for what? Son, I want to see these whole messages. Oh, that's when they was looking for somebody for the damn ritual, right? That's what they talking about. Son, I'll be trying to keep note of these damn dates. Even though that shit fucking me up because, like, nigga, from what I know about this shit, this should have been something that they wrote at, like, what, midnight on Yeah, because the 15th of that, unless I'm reading this shit wrong. God damn it. No, I'm not reading it wrong. Fuck it, there's no other way for me to read that shit. So, midnight of the 15th. They said this shit took place on a Saturday, but this date right here, okay, this is going into the 16th. This date is essentially telling me that this is a Sunday.
gonna have his first Halloween without me there already. He's gonna start talking, and he's growing out of.
Now this bitch is really out here trying to get fucking sympathy to get a lighter sentence because, oh, I have a kid and I should be there for my kid. He was like, you didn't think about that before you murdered somebody.
All of his clothes that I got for him and stuff, and I'm never gonna get to see him in those, and I'm not gonna get to dress him and stuff like that. I mean, there's house arrest.
However, before the interview concludes,
house arrest,
one last bombshell, and makes one last attempt to shift the blame.
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to jail for the rest of my life. Sebastian said that towards the end of the year, he has to have two sacrifices, or else he gets dragged down to hell and he gets nothing. So he said that he needed to find somebody. So I messaged people that I knew hated themselves and hated their lives and kept telling me and posting on Facebook and stuff that they were miserable and that they didn't want to be here anymore because it made me feel a little bit better. I told him that I found someone that he could use.
That he could sacrifice.
That he didn't have to go out and just find somebody and kill somebody. I thought he was me. And I didn't think he was telling me the truth until he actually stabbed her.
While Amanda clings desperately to the last threads of logic that would mitigate her involvement, the detectives ask her one last question. What would you say to Caitlin's family?
That she didn't deserve anything, and that honestly, she was one of the best people that I've ever met in my whole life.
Why is that?
Nah. Yo, she did. I was like, son, I don't like saying this about Debbie. I was like, yo, because I have to say what I have to say. Nigga, from what I heard about this chick during this video, she's a habitual liar that likes making up bullshit about people. And you saying she is one of the best people that you ever met in your life. When a whole bunch of her exes got together and said, yeah, she has a habit of spreading rumors about people that she doesn't like, that they beat her. Hell nah. Fuck no. It was like, son, yeah, she's gone, but hell no. I'm not going to forget about that damn part of the damn video, man. I've been running this shit for like almost 3. I was like, son, I've been watching this shit for like almost 3 hours, yo. I'm not forgetting that bullshit.
Because
you say you barely knew her.
I didn't.
This bitch is stupid. I forgot about that. Actually, no, I thought that was Sebastian that said he barely knew her. That's probably why she came up with that cat bullshit about she's one of the best people that I ever met in my whole life. I was like, what?
Like, know her, yet she was still willing to, like, come hang out with me. And when we hung out, we were talking like we were best friends.
And you went along and killed her still. You're dumb as fuck. If you barely knew her like that, why the fuck was she coming to see you when you was just having a kid? And then it was the whole thing about her saying fucking, man, he was like going to your baby daddy and saying, man, that ain't your kid. They go, what the fuck is that?
Like, she talked to me like she trusted me with everything. And
She did, with her life. You said that Siler is growing up. He's going to be crawling. You won't get to see that. You won't get to hold him. You won't get to change his clothes, see the clothes he's growing out of. I would leave you with this. Caitlin will never have a baby.
Yep.
Her parents will never see her get any older.
Yep.
Will never see her grandparents. Chances are you'll probably come out of prison a young woman yet and get to remake the rest of your life.
How the fuck did she get? Hell nah. So you really, so this nigga saying, yeah, most likely you ain't gonna be doing that much time. That's crazy. So you're pretty much saying you think she only gonna get like 10 years.
Better hope. But Caitlin will never have that opportunity.
Amanda and Sebastian are charged separately for second-degree murder, charges they both ultimately plead guilty to. According to her cellmates at the Juvenile Detention Center, Amanda freely advertised herself as the Krug Park killer.
Locked is, as soon as I heard that, actually, no, I forgot. I learned this from watching somebody else's reaction to another one of these shits. I don't know if that's true or not, because apparently from what I've heard, even though it might be true, I don't fucking know, but niggas in the cell will intentionally go to like correctional officers and shit when they locked up and give up information about bullshit, like preceding information about another inmate at a chance at reduced jail time. So yeah, I don't know.
In the months following her arrest, reportedly telling one girl, "I'll do to you what I did to her."
Oh, hell no.
In addition to these boasts, she also hatched a plan to get Sebastian a lighter sentence. According to a later interview, Amanda wrote a letter to her boyfriend taking responsibility for the murder and its planning. The idea was that Sebastian would show the letter to his lawyer, but guards confiscated it, and the plan was foiled. The other Amanda that police had brought in for questioning earlier was not involved in Caitlin's murder in any way. In May of 2017, approximately 7 months after the senseless killing of Caitlin Root, Amanda Bennett and Sebastian Dowell were both sentenced to life in prison.
Thank you.
Caitlin's mother, Jamie, had only 3 words. It's not enough.
Word. I agree with that shit. You said the right Caitlin's grandmother said the right goddamn thing. But yeah, I'll go and say people who be doing bullshit like that is like, nah, yo, fucking locking them up for life ain't enough, yo. They need to actively and open. Oh shit, I just saw it. That's the one. Oh fucking god, that shit just triggered me. So remember the shit that I was saying, nigga. I swear, yo, this shit is listening to me, because I swear this shit has never showed up on my recommended one fucking time when I've seen any of these on this recommended screen at the end. But hold up, will it highlight? Yeah. So homegirl in this one right here, that's highlighted on the screen, she's right here. She's the one I was talking about who pissed me off the most out of every single one of them that I've ever seen. I don't want to fucking see this video again. So unless you do something bad and you piss me off to such a degree, that's the only time I ever want to call a woman a bitch. She's a fucking bitch. Like, I can't stand her. She pissed me off to fucking such a degree watching that entire fucking video. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to start doing reactions now. Hey man, I managed to stretch this out to 3 times the length. Hopefully I cut this shit down somehow. But I stretched this out to 3 times the length. This is the first time I ever attempted to record a reaction. But yeah, I shouldn't say see you next time, because I'm mad inconsistent with posting shit. But fuck it. See you next time. No! Oh fuck. Yo. Oh my god! Yo, I'm done with this game for the day. I'm done with this game for the day. Motherfucker, spirit praising beauty. All I want is a girl with a big ass booty. Please! Please! Moms! Nigga! Oh fuck. We doing this now? Oh! Get your face in my face so I can bust your ass. Oh, I felt like there was way too much time, and I was like, nigga. I was like, son, I'm at 42. I was like, mess the fuck up, yo. I was like, this nigga, fuck out of here.
Get that blood flowing.
said from the tip to the base.
No, don't fight it.
You all right? Blackout!